What's up, watchers? Magnus here, and today we are continuing on with Absolute Sword Sense, episode or chapter 27. So yeah, Patreon and YouTube members is in the description. And yeah, sub Tony, stop it this instant. This man isn't just a mere initiate. He is the apprentice of the revered fourth. The revered fourth's apprentice. The fourth has taken on an apprentice. Why didn't you say so earlier? I almost killed you. Hope I didn't scare you. Scare me? Pfft. Wanna be eye poison eye. Wait a second, no. What a strange woman. Not to mention she struck me with intent to kill from the beginning. It seems the fourth has found himself a reliable apprentice. Then why would you kill me? You're the only one around your age to have ever withstood my attack. Is the fourth? Is the fourth doing well? Wait. This woman, she's brimming with confidence in her abilities, not to mention she's been referring to my master in such an informal manner. It's been years since I've seen him, or that second blood star. The way she's talking about these people, and her resemblance to Lady Eon, huh? She be? Didn't you say that you were leaving? You should hurry on your way. Sorry that I won't be able to see you off. The way you speak, people are going to start thinking you own this place or something. I'll leave when I want, so stop trying to rush me. You're starting to annoy me. If I knew this would happen, I would have come a little later. Oh, you've arrived! Oh, thank God. Please save me. This voice. Come on in. Yes, time to fix my meridians or whatever. The omnipotent healer. Nice timing. I've lost interest. We're leaving. Give my regards to the fourth. And let's go around the next time we meet. What do you mean by that? Well, what are you gonna do? She wants to go around with you. My previous owner always said to be wary of women like her. Stop talking at the same time, I can't think. What a terrifying woman. Her sword. What does she do that? What does she do that her sword is in such agony? She doesn't clean it. Oh my God. Why? Are you alright, my lady? That person just... Sir? What? The healer called for you, did he not? The way she changed the subject is telling me that she doesn't want to talk about it. Well, I can surmise as to why that could be. It's not something I can push on her. Oh no, it's not something I can push her on. Okay, that's fine. There's a limit to what my status as the revered forest apprentice allows. Strange. Very strange indeed. There's a lot more coldness stored in your body than most people. What caused you to consume a pearly frost snap? How did you? I'm a doctor. I won't mention what you tell me to anyone else, so don't worry. I don't think you need to be on guard when we... This is a man who's trustworthy enough that great masters have given him their seals. Yeah, it might even help with your treatment. Well, I went into a cave behind a waterfall in search of a fully grown pearly frost snap. It was there that... he had a human-like face with 4 purple eyes, you say. To think that you'd encounter a violet naga. Violet naga. Those monstrous serpents lurk in dark places, waiting to hunt and devour humans. They hate the light, so just holding a torch is usually enough to keep them away. Seems you were unlucky. So that was the reason. But there's still something I don't understand. The pearly frost snap doesn't have any antidote-like properties. Aside from the chill that you have coursing through your body. I guess the one who found it before had a torch on them. There's also an innoxious warmth that's within your body. Stop cringe. Oh yes. Innoxious. Could it be because of my inherent energy? That's a relief. I guess inherent energy has the ability to cleanse poison, as well as blood diseases. And sir, is it safe for me to have both the warmth and the chill in my body? Couldn't it end up being harmful to my body if left as is? Of course it could. If it was just one of them left in your body. The cold and warmth are balancing each other out and have seeped into various points in your body. It's no different from accumulating energy through drinking an elixir. Like drinking an elixir. So then if I were to repair my spirit core, would I be able to quickly store them up as energy? Well, that depends on the effort that you put in, but if you were to maintain the balance between the two forces in your body as you absorb them, you will be unstoppable. You'll be able to accumulate energy at a high rate. Here's the seal as I promised. Take it. Huh? What? There shouldn't be a need for him to give me the seal when it's supposed to be used for repairing my spirit core. Could it be? So are you saying that there's no need to repair my spirit core? How can I repair something that's not broken? Wait, what do you mean? I guess you didn't know. Oh my god, so when he like ate that naga or absorbed that naga's poison or whatever, or did he eat it? I don't remember. It's been a little while since I read it. Does that mean that fixed his spirit core, just like absorbing that poison? And plus frost snap? I guess I didn't know. That explains why you asked me to fix it. This is where your spirit core is located. You probably don't know this, but when you grab a hold of this spot, you'll notice a sensation similar to small bugs crawling around. Those are the fragments of your damaged spirit core, but similar to a dying fire being reignited by a single spark. I sense a very small essence inside you. Okay, no, it's different. I've never seen anything like it, a spirit core regenerating itself like this. Are you saying that my spirit core healed itself? That's the only logical conclusion that I could come up with. It really is a 1 in 1,000. No, a 1 in 10,000 instance. Most people usually give up once their spirit core is destroyed, so you would almost never see this kind of thing happen. Since I didn't perform any treatment on you, it's only right for me to give you this seal. Take it. Thank you very much. Why are you thanking me for doing nothing? What we're talking about? I didn't do shit. What a stroke of luck! You basically end up getting 2 seals from the healer. Hey! I can definitely make use of this. That's true. Even if I had received 2, I would have used 1 to fix my spirit core anyways. But how did your spirit core regenerate anyways? I don't know. I have a theory. I have a theory too. Was it the Naga? Plus the Frost Snap? Do you remember how my leg healed after we dealt with the Violet Naga? My healing abilities have increased to the point that it healed in a very short amount of time. Well, that's true. Then I guess we should be thanking that Violet Naga for this. I guess. Yeah, I guess. Oi, Namjan. Namjan. Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You recovering your spirit core is definitely a good thing, but I have my concerns. My previous owner was only able to refine and master the Radiant Star swordsmanship and inherent mental techniques after destroying his own spirit core. Oh, now that you mention it, the first step for the technique was to destroy your own spirit core. That's exactly it. Is it possible to utilize the mid and lower spirit cores at the same time? That's a pretty valid concern. Tread carefully, wouldn't we? If you try too hard to gain everything, you could just as easily be left with nothing. Things have gotten troublesome. So very troublesome. You really do have the strangest luck. You end up encountering not just one, but both of them. Both of them? He's probably talking about that glutton and the red-eyed woman, right? It seems that they both are indeed the descendants of the blood god. Master, what do you mean by that? That woman was right. It seems that I do need to make a decision. He keeps talking to himself. He must be deliberating on which of the two he wants to back. At one point, that man was powerful enough to be referred to as the apex of the world. He was like a ruthless storm that raged through the world. I once believed that unification under one banner was an attainable goal under that man. But no matter how strong someone is, they'll still be defeated if enough forces gather against them. After witnessing this, I felt that everything was meaningless. The others wanted to rebuild and get revenge, and even revive the cult. They boasted our forces and increased our influence, but all of it still felt so pointless to me. That's why I dropped everything and just wandered all this time. I felt that I might as well finish off and achieve the things that I didn't have a chance to before. He must be referring to his grudge match with the swordsman of the southern skies. Here I thought it was just some ill-tempered old man. I guess he also had his own reasons. But just as I was convincing myself that this was how I wanted to live, the seeds that were planted by that man had taken root like a weed and are now blossoming into flowers. What would you do if you were in my position? Judging by the look in his eyes, he's already made up his mind. Then is this question just meant to test me? As you've said, if your wish is to simply watch the flowers bloom, then you should leave them be. But if not, then isn't the right thing to do to prepare fertilizer so that you can help the flowers blossom? In this instance, it'd be best to just tell him my honest thoughts. If things proceed as they did in my previous life, Akchion won't pick a side, so what I say shouldn't. Then we'll raise our forces. What? Gamer graphics? What you said is right. Whichever flower I decide to choose, I'll still need fertilizer if I'm to help them along. What I said. All of you will become much busier from this point on. There are about 6 months left. In that time, rise to the rank of master. Raise our forces. Such a simple yet powerful statement. The unpredictable beast that had always preferred to keep himself has declared that he is going to build up his own forces. This would change him from the Akchion Ha that I knew before. No, not just that. This completely diverges from the future that I knew from my previous life. I don't know all the specifics of Akchion Ha's life, but there are some things that I do know of. Once the blood cult became active once more, he received some orders from the higher-ups, but because he only works alone, he would face off against Gyun Jin, the great conqueror king, on his own, and end up losing his right arm. That's what's supposed to happen 6 years from now. So now there's a chance that things will play out differently. I think so. Things only ended up that way because Akchion didn't have any forces of his own. With how things are proceeding now, a lot has changed already. I was supposed to be a low-ranking initiate, but now I'm the apprentice of the revered fourth. I even managed to form a connection with the descendant of the blood god. With each action, I managed to change how the future will play out. I'm going to have to do my best to expect these kinds of changes going forward. This could be a good opportunity. No? It is. Once Akchion creates a force of his own, being his apprentice could serve as a good stepping stone to the top. But in order for all that to happen, I need to become a master first. I realized something while meditating just now. I can't use my inherent energy and regular energy at the same time, but they can still coexist. The Shining Star Clan techniques I know won't cut it, huh? But as long as I can't quickly absorb the warmth and chill that are in my veins, my growth will always be at a slower pace. Could there be some godlike technique we're not thinking of? My previous owner lost his lower spirit course. I don't know any techniques related to it. Your veins are pathways that carry both your blood and energy. The only thing I can think of is maybe accelerating your circulation, but he's like, damn, why didn't I think of that? Accelerating your circulation. You two really are great at coming up with things that I wouldn't even be able to think of. There's a technique that can do just that. Ooh. You want me to teach you the techniques for the golden blood form? Absolutely not, big bro. Our master told us to never tell anyone about our techniques. I guess that only makes sense. I figured it was worth asking since I don't know when the master will be back. He does seem busier than usual. What a shame. I was hoping to learn from you so that we could ditch the whole seniority thing and treat each other as equals, but I guess you will always be my little brothers. Ah! Hold it! You finally managed to restore your spirit core, so you should pick up at least one technique, right? We both have the same master after all. I'm sure even he would understand that. Isn't that right, friend? What a simple guy. Of course! Of course! Why put a wall between us when we are from the same hometown? My friend. I guess you're still too young to understand the importance of what I asked. If this is all it takes, then it's a win for me. It's definitely working. The energy is being stored at a much faster rate. 3 days later. Whenever I meditate, I can feel the warmth and the chill circulating into my spirit core. But this feels similar to the surge of blood I experienced when I was hanging upside down off of a cliff. The old man and the twins can do this while fighting. Holy shit! Yo, he's just like, oh, that's how I'll do the circulation thing. I'll just hang upside. I just cultivate upside down. Let's go. I'll cultivate like a bat. I can see why they say that it takes a special body type to handle this technique. For now, I'll just have to couple this with my other techniques. I detect someone nearby. Please don't be red-headed. Please don't be red hair. Hello, sir. Okay, not red hair. Could I have a moment of your time? Depends. What do you need it for? The 6th blood star requests your presence. 6th blood star. The 6th blood star wants to meet with me. Near the main hall, in front of the 6th blood star's residence. I think you make a wager for the latest seal. I'm impressed by your boldness. And Lady Yeon Hawes? She's currently preoccupied with something. Okay. I don't like... Yo, look at them fingernails. She's gonna kill you. What's the point of chopping off your fingers if you can just like put them back on? I will do this for you, master. And it's just like, yeah, healed. I guess she will lose some power in the fingers, at least. Did she cut off those fingers herself? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that healer reattached them for her. They did say that he could cure anything besides death, but to think he could even reattach severed fingers. That's really impressive. Do you think he can reattach severed heads too? No. So dumb. You'd die if you lost your head. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with this woman? She grabbed me before I could even react. Is she telling me that she could kill me anytime she wanted to? Oh, I can feel her energy invading my body through my wrists. Oh no, she's inside me! What? Ma'am? Stay quiet if you know what's good for you. You haven't used up as much of your life force as I had thought. Take these medicinal herbs back with you. They should help you recover some of your life force. Cool! Appreciate you. Ah, Lady Yeon Ha must have prepared them for me. She's more considerate than I expected. Please be sure to not waste that seal on something trivial. I learned something important today. Not even someone of the 6 blood stars level can detect my inherent energy. Then I will take my leave, esteemed 6 blood star. So she thinks I'm a goner, huh? Would you like to make a wager with me, sir? Ma'am? There is no need to worry. I'm not trying to take the latest seal from you. It's just, I guess you could say that as her master, I wish to get back at you in her stead. It's actually more suspicious because she doesn't want the seal. How could I possibly make a wager with someone of your status? Please reconsider. If you win, it won't be on the same level as revered 4th, but I will teach you one of my techniques. Who does this woman think I am? As if I could be so easily swayed. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't dare make a wager just because I covet your abilities. And if I win... She cut me off again. The next time you see the revered 4th, I'd like you to ask him to consider my offer one more time. It's fairly simple, is it not? I'd say this is quite an offer if I do say so myself. Except he will kill me! So that's what she's after. She wants to convince Ak Cheon Ha, no matter what. You really don't lose either way, right? It's definitely not a bad deal. Depends on the wager. If I'm gonna lose anyway. but there's still some room for discussion. It all depends on what the actual wager is. That's what I'm saying. So what would it be? So what would be the wager then? What would it be? I already have one in mind, actually. Come forth. It's been a while, sir. Am I going to fight her? We haven't seen each other since the day we joined the cult. I've managed to become an apprentice of the 6th Blood Star. Do we know each other? Ah, how rude! This time. And this time. And this time we were together the whole time. How could you forget? You know how much I've gone through? How much time has passed? Also, it's not like you really made an impression. You were just behind me the entire time. Ah, I remember now. It's been a while. He's just like, you don't remember, do you? What are you talking about? I remember you. You were wearing a black outfit. I was wearing pink. Ah, I guess I was thinking about someone else. I was busy trying to survive, as if I could remember the faces of everyone around me. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was busy. Woman, I was busy. To think you were acquainted already. Fate really works in interesting ways. She's crying. She's like, oh, he doesn't remember me. This girl's name is Yiwa. Dom. I took her in as an apprentice 3 days ago, and I plan on training her here. Yiwa Dom. Never seen her face before, but I recognize the name. She was a low-rank initiate who became an apprentice of the 6th Blood Star. She was a hot topic of discussion amongst initiates back in my previous life. But seeing her like this, she's still just a child. Fortunately for us, there's a ranking exam set to take place in 6 months. Oh. I plan to train this child into a high-rank warrior within that time. A top-ranking warrior in a half year's time. She's that confident, huh? An arrogant declaration for sure. There's a reason people seek out exceptional masters when they're learning martial arts. A good teacher will be able to draw out innate potential of their student. Akchion is slightly lacking in that regard, and yet he told me to obtain the rank of master. So then what will be the wager? I'm guessing you will have to get higher rank than that woman over there. It's simple. We will make a bet to see which of you two will become a high rank warrior. Huh. What if we both become one though? What if we both obtain the rank or neither of us obtain the rank? In that case, the two of you will fight each other to determine the winner. Huh. A very martial artist way of thinking. I like it. It's a reckless proposal, but it could also serve as a motivation for me. I need to obtain the rank of master anyways. And it's also an opportunity to learn something from the 6th Blood Star, one of the most skilled warriors in the Blood Cult. Of course, if I lose Akchion, I will see it as me being won over to her side. Judging by the difference in the way that Bai Kahan and that red-eyed woman speak, and how that woman is not afraid to show her face, it's safe to assume that the red-eyed woman holds more power within the Blood Cult. If there's one thing I learned during my time as a spy, it's to not bet on something that's not certain. Picking a side at this point would be dangerous. Regardless of my decision, I will end up dead if I don't have power. Which is why I will do whatever I can to become powerful in this life. Understood. I accept your wager. I will see you again in 6 months. So he accepted. Yes. The Reed Fourth must be getting impatient, judging by the energy that I sense throughout his veins. Seems that he's been consuming elixirs. He's a Reed Fourth apprentice. Elixirs? Seems that man is not as smart as you had thought, my lady. If I win this wager, it will become easier to convince an unpredictable beast to join our cause. I wonder. I do have faith in you, Baka, but that man doesn't seem like the type to make a losing bet. There's no need for concern, my lady. There's no way we'd lose with this child's ability. Please leave it to us. You'll do your best, isn't that right, Yewa? Yes, of course! What? Of course I will! Beat who? 6 months later, at a square in the Valley of Flesh and Blood. Ugh. Failed due to a single moment of gap in skill. What a shame. What a shame. With that, we have 37 who are confirmed to be mid-rank warriors. That's not bad. The number of high-rank initiates who are taking the exam to be high-rank warriors are 6 in total. My lord, please give me another chance. I beg of you. Oi. What do you think you're doing? Get up this instant. I'm begging you. That's enough. My lord. Initiate, I applaud you for your performance, but you will die. What? However, I'm sure you're well aware of how these exams proceed, correct? Am I gonna die? The Blood Cult's initiate ranking exams. All new initiates are trained in the Blood Demon Fists, the Blood Cult's basic martial arts. They are then put through the 6th, 12th, and 36th joint training exercises. They are given the distinction of a low rank warrior only after completing this process. Once they pass the low rank warriors exams, those who are exceptionally skilled can then take the mid-rank warrior exams. Mid-rank warriors are considered second-rate warriors. This means that they are required to showcase and prove they have at least 10 years worth of energy stored up. The simplest way to check is with a hardened boulder that you can only leave a mark on by using your energy. Once you manage that, you are then permitted to take the exam. The exam itself is a battle against an established mid-rank warrior. If you can last more than 30 seconds in the battle, you are given the distinction of a mid-rank warrior. Our cult judges you solely on your skills. All of you are given equal chances, and there are no exceptions. If I were to give you another chance, what would that mean to the other 3 initiates that also failed? What would it mean for the 8 initiates who failed on the hardened boulder? I understand how you feel, but rather than feeling frustrated, I would suggest that you train even harder and try again next time. Yes, my lord. I apologize for showing you such a pathetic side of me. Should we punish him? Leave him be, Master High. Things like this happen every once in a while. Now then, you will start the high rank warrior exams. Who's that wild looking man? Who are those guys in front of him? Were there people like that in the Valley of Flesh and Blood? Yo. Oh. The steam revealed forth! Stop. So, original story, Hanjing Warrior, adaptation, KDR art. What is a TIOTL? Our exams judge you solely on your skills. If these men are your apprentices, they would most likely easily pass the low and mid-rank exams, but... but what? You want them to fight some weaklings? Fine, put them up there. They'll kill them anyway. What? Stop being roundabout and get to the point. Can we or can we not? Well, I was with him. It's probably not a good look for him because we cut in midway and ignore the proper procedures. A total of 106 people are taking the exam this time. More than half of them ended up being low rank warriors. If we were to use our status as the revered 4th apprentices to skip past them, they'd I almost said unreasonably. They'd understandably get pissed off. The hell are you looking at? If you're that annoyed, maybe you should try being the revered 4th apprentices instead. Stop that. I'm just making it worse. Although they can't see you. But it seems there are too many eyes watching. And why should I care what a bunch of initiates think? It's not them I'm worried about, esteemed elder. There are other lords associated with the other elders and blood stars that are overseeing the exams. If you could at least showcase that your apprentices deserve a spot amongst the other warriors. There is merit to Lord Goo's words, dear elder. As the overseer of the Valley of Flesh and Blood, he is simply trying to proceed in accordance with the laws of the cult. Is it not right to at least hear what he has to say? I was wondering where she was. I guess she also just got here. Yeah. She must have been thinking the same thing as us. You want to talk? Didn't you also just get here in time for the high rank warrior exams? Well, I can't repeat your words. So Lord Goo, what would the apprentices have to do to prove themselves? If they can prove that they are worthy of taking part in the high rank warrior exams, then no one will be able to object, despite you skipping steps in the process. I suppose we'll have to, at least so that Lord Gu can save his reputation. Yeah, bah. Yes, master. After 6 months, she no longer looks inexperienced. She's brimming with confidence. I'm curious to see how far she's come since the last time I saw her. She's gonna like break the rock. So that's the 6th Bloodstar's apprentice. I heard that she took in some low-rank warrior under her wing 6 months ago. To think she'd be this powerful after only half a year. She's definitely worthy of taking part in the high-rank warrior exam. That was a bit embarrassing, but I did my best. Was that enough of a proof for you, Lord Gu? That was more than enough. Your apprentice certainly is gifted, esteemed 6th Bloodstar. Are you going to be using your energy for this exam? That's the plan. Did you see that, Sir Wunwei? So, my inherent energy is my secret weapon. There's no need to show it off here. I've grown stronger in these past 6 months. I won't lose to you. Sure, I can only showcase my energy here. Problem is that I didn't even make it to the mid-rank warrior exams in my previous life. So I don't have a feel for how much energy I should use here. How much energy do I need to use to like barely do better than her? He ignored me! She's like, he ignored me! That son of a bitch! That son of a bitch! You better not make me look bad here. Well, one thing's for sure, I need to do what I can to outperform Yewa. Thanks to the books and mental techniques I received from Akchi on high. I spent the last 6 months storing up energy at an incredible pace. There's a chance I won't even make a dent if I hold back, so... He's gonna like crush it. Let's put some power behind this punch. Huh? 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 Yo, he like destroyed it, didn't he? This boulder. This boulder. It's not as hard as I was expecting it to be. Okay, he didn't destroy it. His fist dug into the boulder. He didn't just leave a mark on it. He's managed to become this strong in just a year. My hand's stuck. At least you passed. God damn it, get it out there. It's stuck. Fuck. Does anyone have some Vaseline? Does anyone have some goddamn honey? What? Give me something. Why didn't you just split the damn thing in half? Here, I'll show you how it's done. This fool. He's getting unnecessarily competitive again. Witness the power of the great Jabba song! He's like, I'm stuck too. I'm gonna... wait, you really gotta use your golden blood form here? He's destroying the boulder. I can see the shards flying everywhere. All you did was damage the surface. That didn't help at all. I was just worried that I might hurt you. That's why I punched around your fist. Headbutt. Headbutt. He's stuck. He split the boulder in half. With his head. What the hell is your head made out of? I don't know. Is the result of their year-long training? How amazing. Hey, don't you think all their eyes are on me right now? No. I'm pretty sure they're all looking at Wuyan and not you. Good. That's how it's done. All 3 of your apprentices are incredibly gifted, esteemed elder. I'll begin preparations for their high-rank warrior exams right away. My lord, it seems that there's been a misunderstanding. We're not here for high rank. We're not here for the high-rank warrior exam. We're here for the masters. We are here for the master rank exam. Boom! Bala boom 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 boom! You think we're here for some high rank? Yeah. A high-rank warrior exam. The initiate must withstand 12 techniques during a match against a high-rank warrior. What wasn't like the girl who he was supposed to be competing against? Weren't they supposed to be competing against becoming high-rank warriors? He's just like, nah, I'm up that. The initiate must withstand 12 techniques during a match against a high-rank warrior. Aren't they going easy on you? If all you have to do is endure 12 techniques, they're definitely going easy on you. High-rank warriors are first class and on a different tier than mid-rank warriors. If they really wanted to, they could probably defeat an initiate with 3 techniques or less. He's holding back by at least 30 or 40% of his power. The reason like Chi on Ha hasn't asked for the master exam to take place right away, it's probably so that we could witness an expert skills firsthand. You. Huh? Did you make a bet with the Blood Witch? Maybe. Wait, I saw the Blood Witch's throat twitching earlier. Ah, I see. To think that she'd pick this moment to bring that up. A devious woman! Is she trying to gain an upper hand or something? Look at her putting on an act and smiling. No, she didn't beat us to the punch just to gain an upper hand in our wager. She's trying to plant the idea that we've been secretly communicating behind his back. Are the two of you together? But if there's one thing that she doesn't know, it's the wager that she'll try to convince me through you if she wins. Is that I already told Akshi on how everything? You really just jump on any sort of opportunity to present it to you, huh? If you try something like this again, I'll break both your legs. I'm sorry! You certainly made an interesting bet. We'll just have to make her hand over her technique then. Go show them what you got. A master is an elite high-rank warrior within the Blood Cult. There are a total of 3 ways to becoming a master. The first is to consistently build up your skills and steadily climb the ranks from high-rank warrior to master over time. The second is to perform a great deed that's worthy of being granted a higher rank. And the third and final method is to defeat 2 high-rank warriors in under 100 techniques. It's an entirely different level of difficulty compared to the high-rank warrior exam. The esteemed elder seems to have taught his apprentice as well. I look forward to seeing what sort of swordmanship he's taught you. I'm getting a sense of deja vu. Well, it's not like I don't understand his position. Of course he'd be jealous. You're our magnum opus. What? Show them the power of the Radiant Star swordmanship one way. If you're taking this exam just because the elder commanded you to, I suggest you reconsider. You still have plenty of chances ahead of you. High-rank warrior Jungdai. An apprentice of the elder is wielding a sword. High-rank warrior Yunho. I humbly request a lesson. Their words are caring, but their stances are hostile. Thank you for the opportunity. Again! But I feel like he's not going to need 100 techniques to take them down. Alright, here's our chance. The blade's voice is coming from behind me. What? How did he... without even looking? He's not gonna need 100 moves. Seems that he's not here just for show. He didn't hesitate or flinch at our combined attack and even responded in kind. Seems he has plenty of combat experience. Boom. I want to see why he's taking the master exam. You do? Of course I do. Of course I do. Of course, he's trained hard for almost 4 months after all. He's easily had over 100 mock battles against Akchion and the twins. I only remember getting beaten up though. Ow! This much is nothing. Seems they're changing things up. They're starting to use proper techniques now. I could respond to their forces on my own, but how about I respond with a gentler technique instead? Flowing water slash. Very impressive. However, you're still just a kid. What? What? But how? I didn't even see any play. How? Now I'll immediately counter with an advanced technique. Radiant Star Swordsmanship, 4th technique. Rising Dragon Slash. So did I win? No way. I can't see what's going on. It's over. Breeding technique of the dragon. What? Radiant Star Swordsmanship, 5th technique. Damn. Meteoric slash. That blade's broken. You should stop that bleeding. Boom! You should stop that bleeding. I'll be taking my dagger back. Is he about to just rip that dagger out? You should stop that bleeding. What? Is our loss. You are more than worthy of becoming a master. Whoa! Did you see how he stopped his blade right before striking him? That was ridiculous. He actually won. They said he has to win while using less than 100 techniques, but that was like 3 or 4. He defeated them using only a handful. That was beyond my expectations. Akchion is well known for being a fighter. That's why when Wunwei said he'd be using a sword, I thought he was just being cocky. It's only been half a year since the omnipotent healer repaired his spirit core. A combined attack from first-class warriors would normally be difficult to deal with after only 6 months of training. So how is this possible? Was the revered fourth always skilled with the blade as well? Of course not. The Steamed Elder's unique technique maximizes his internal and external energy to dramatically enhance his abilities. But the swordmanship that Wunmi used was full of advanced technical skills, and did not match the Elder's style. Can't be something that the Elder created. Must be the swordmanship of a legendary swordsman. Master? Huh. Well done. Very impressive. To think that he'd remind me of the swordsman of the southern skies. If only you could have lived to see this young die. Master, I will also take the master rank exam. Over the past half year, I improved so much thanks to your help. I have faith in all of the things you taught me, as well as my own efforts. She's just like, I don't know about that. I wish to defend your honor and win this wager. I will become a master. However, the result was unfortunately disappointing and ended in a loss. Oh. Yeah, I thought so. She's just like, she's way too confident. Like, they battled towards being higher rank warriors. She's just like, nah. If he can become a master, I can become a master. Yo, what the? Defeated after 50 or so techniques. That's not so bad. I thought she was going to be defeated immediately. 50 techniques. That damn fool. Other warriors are on their guard. Huh. You think that justifies his poor performances? You think that justifies that shit? Yo, I trained him myself. He better do better. He's already used 60 techniques. In some ways, you could say this guy's supposed to be Akchion's successor, but he really is unlucky, isn't he? He's struggling to show his true skills because he's under pressure to end this quickly. All of your apprentices have been impressive so far, esteemed elder. Are you mocking me, Blood Witch? Absolutely not. Not everyone can learn your unique technique after all. However, that's swordmanship. I knew you were a master of the fist, but I didn't realize that you were also a master swordsman. Speaking in a roundabout way again, I see. You're trying to say that it doesn't seem like my swordmanship. Is that it? I guess the Blood Witch isn't as sharp as everybody thought. To think that you can't even recognize the skills of the famed swordsman of the southern skies. The swordsman of the southern skies. Should we have told him that? The legendary swordsman of the Yunnan province. That man is dead. And this is the last remaining text that contains his techniques. He's dead. Does that mean the revered fourth? Congratulations, esteemed elder. Congratulations, my foot! You dare congratulate me when I never got to settle our grudge and someone else beat me to the punch? I'm honestly surprised he told him the truth. He could have just told him that he was the one that killed him. I wouldn't like him. And that book, he gave it to me. Never mind. I take back everything I just said. He gave it to me. This text isn't complete. I thought that man several times. There's no one alive who knows him as well as I do. And does that mean? That's right. I've improved on the weaknesses of the swordsmanship and passed off the knowledge to this kid. He just keeps on lying! You could consider this brat to be the successor of both myself and the swordsman of the southern sky. This sly old man, the way he's phrasing it isn't exactly a lie, but it is a lie. He's making it seem like he is not only the one who kept the swordsman of the southern sky's legacy alive, but also the one who completed the swordsmanship. And not only that, now no one in the blood cult can raise an objection even if they recognize the swordsmanship. Still, I feel relieved. I can't deny the fact that my former owner's legacy would have come to an end if not for that man. And he also revealed that you are the successor to the swordsman of the southern skies. I'm grateful for that alone. So those were the techniques of the swordsman of the southern skies earlier. I yield! I yield! Then that kid must be the one who was taught the revered fort's unique techniques. That one? The guy who just finished his test? Fuck, my nose is bleeding. Jawback song, exam pass. What if I feel like the other one is just going to pass by headbutting? He just like take him out. Took him almost 100 techniques to pass. It's not as good as one way, but he makes up for it in size. More importantly, look at the state of the people he just beat. You absolute fool. You're an embarrassment. Ah, I'm sorry. What are you looking at me for? Good work out there. Good work out there. If only they didn't turn it into a battle of attrition, I would have finished way quicker than you. Don't use voice transmission to make excuses. We will now proceed with the last master rank exam. Step forward, Wooyeon-sung. If you make a fool of yourself like your damn brother, I will starve you for the next several days. I thought it was gonna say, if you make a fool of yourself like your goddamn head, like your goddamn bald ass head. Kyungdo and Chaji Kang, you're up. What was that expression just now? What was that expression just? Oh my god, he about to like murder them. They're sending out both a swordsman and a fighter this time. Yo, this is about to be over quick. I guess they're determined to make at least one of us fail the exam. They might have only sent out only swordsmen because they're worried about what Akcheon-ha would do. Begin the exam. It's over. It is over. I yield. I yield. I yield. Yes. Yes. Wooyeon-sung, exam pass. Like I said, we better remember not to let him starve, huh? Oh right, it was the food. It was the food. I guess it was a good thing I fought Jawback and not Wooyeon. All of my efforts. Master rank exam results. Woonwi-so pass. Jawback-sung pass. Wooyeon-sung pass. Yawadam failed. Talify rank. Warrior granted. Due to already meeting the requirement. That is fucking bullshit. After the conclusion of the exams, the lords and their executives make their way to the main hall of the Valley of Flesh and Blood. I wonder what kind of technique we're gonna learn though. Hey, one of the Blood Witch's underlings keeps staring in this direction. Which one of them? You mean someone other than Yewadam? I was wondering who you were talking about. That looks like her though, just skinnier. This lady Yonha, or should I say Ryeon-ha Baek? Huh? That's Ryeon-ha Baek? Seems like she managed to cure her illness. You really couldn't tell that was her? What? What do you mean? But it is her! I was like, she just looks skinnier. Seriously? Are you sure? She's like an entirely different person. She is, but like she's just skinnier. You can't tell by her eyes and eyebrows. Wow, you're really good at recognizing people, huh? Are you just observant? Or could it be that you like her? What? Jeez, stop messing with me. By the way, Master, are we headed to the main hall? This is going to be a key event. We need to grab as many useful people as we can. Huh? What do you mean grab? I mean exactly what I said. We will now begin the selection ceremony. Selection ceremony? What's that? To put it simply, it's an assignment of new warriors. They take the names of all the warriors who pass their exams, write them on wooden blocks, and throw them in the sea. What? No, I'm joking. Then sort them in order of high rank candidates and mid rank candidates and low rank candidates. Then the lords that serve the blood stars and the revered four. Pick any of the candidates that have caught their eyes. Oh, I see. So does that mean that Master Xionggu no picked you in your previous life? No, low rank warriors don't get picked. They're just distributed out evenly. We're just distributed out like cattle. God dang. This is honestly just a battle to claim the high and mid rank warriors. The read forth. Will you be participating in the selection ceremony? I don't have no lord serving me. So of course I will be taking part in this myself. The read forth is taking part in the ceremony? Damn it, we're all lower ranks, so we can't even object to this. Are we starting with the mid ranks or are we starting with the high ranks? We'll be starting with the mid rank candidates, esteemed elder. Is that so? That's perfect. I'll go first. I'm sure no one has any objections, correct? Good, so I just have to pick him. What? He's picking one of the ones on the bottom? Maybe he's already decided on someone. He picked all of them. He picked all of them. I believe he said that there are a total of 37 mid-rank warriors. I'll leave the 10 on the bottom. And the rest is mine. Are all mine. What? All 27? I knew he'd pull something, but he really doesn't care what other people think, huh? Out of the kindness of my heart, I've left 10 for all of you. You can discuss amongst yourselves and decide on one for each of you. God damn. God damn. God damn. Ah, these revered for. Esteemed elder, the number of candidates you've selected is too much. What? Too much? What could you possibly mean by that? Were you not the one who said it'd be a nuisance to manage a force of your own? You've even previously declared that you'd rather work on your own. Taking that many initiatives for yourself would make an even distribution impossible. Well said, huh? I've decided to take this opportunity to lead a force of my own, so I need that many. I'm sure that you won't have any objections about fairness and such after hearing that, since I don't have any troops to call my own. I was actually planning on taking every single one for myself, but I decided to be generous and leave some for the rest of you. That was him being generous? I wonder what would have happened if he'd taken all of them for himself. If any of you lords have any complaints, you can go tell on me to your masters if you'd like. You're welcome to come talk to me directly. Yo, damn, you're just like, nah, you can have them. Or, you're welcome to voice your objections yourselves. I'm good. I'm good. What about you, Billy? Nah, I'm good too. I'm more than willing to tear you a new one. If that is your will, then there's no room to argue. Since the revered force decided to raise a force of his own, it only makes sense to deploy the cult's warriors to the mountains. However, the revered force, who's always worked alone, building up a force like this will no doubt shake the foundations of the cult. Oh my god! That woman will definitely start to make a move once she learns about this. Akchi on high. The sleeping dragon has finally awoken. The young lady's future is becoming more perilous. Hey, one way, I've been thinking. Isn't this a good opportunity for you? What? You can get with the next descendant of the cult. What are you talking about? If things proceed as is, wouldn't everyone rush to try to get the old man on their side? This will definitely disrupt the balance of power within the cult, right? So Tom, when did you become so smart? What the hell did you say? Anyone with a half a brain could see what's going on here. The hell? I don't really understand what you two are talking about. Then just stay quiet. We will now begin the high rank warrior selection ceremony. I take all of them. The 6 of you who passed step forward. Now before you apply each of the lords, we'll give a brief speech on the benefits they can provide so that you have an easier time making your decision. You know, when they come to Akchian is just like, if you join me, I won't kill you. If you join me, you can live. What? Decision. I guess the high rank warrior candidates are treated differently. Yep, it was like this in my previous life too. The high rank candidates get to choose who they join. From this point on, it all comes down to how effectively the lords can use their words. I'm leaving this bit to you. You're to recruit every single one of them. Huh? Use your cunning tongue to convince. What? Me? But master, how am I? But all of them outrank me. It'd be better for someone like him to do it himself, no? You little... Outrank you? You're a master and they are high rank. I don't see how they outrank you. You outrank them, right? Am I missing something? You really expect me to talk myself up? I see, so you want me to make you look good, huh? Now, who will go first? Master, so will you be doing this in place of the esteemed elder? Yes, my lord. That is correct. There's such a thing as seniority, isn't there? We should do it in the order of experience. And I'd be going last. Lord Shaw makes a good point. It's really neat to argue over the order of giving speeches. Let's just go with what he said. All of you and Akchion here really are like peas in a pod, huh? It's clear as day that you're just trying to not give me any sort of chance in this. And I guess Lord Song is the first one up. Well, now I can't just take this sitting down, can I? He's just like, hey, I was going to let you have some. I was going to let you have some of them, okay? I was going to, but you pissed me off now. You about to see the best sale pitch in your life. How should I go about recruiting all 6 of them? If you decided on the order, please step forward one at a time to address the candidates. If I have to go last anyways, I might as well listen to what each of them say and use it to my advantage. That is actually genius. What do you think you're doing? Why would you allow yourself to go last? Going last isn't necessarily a bad thing, Master. I'll do my best. You better be prepared if even one of them refuses to join. So annoying. Having to meet that damn geezer standards. I heard that. What? You can read my mind? Of course I can. Good to meet you all. I am the Poison Lord that serves Elder Jejangu. Jejangu. The Blood King. My name is Pil Chung Song. Elder Jejangu values talent. If you join us, we will teach you the ways of utilizing the arts of poison effectively. I am Jung-gyum Hak, the Lord of Power. I serve Elder Galma, Seo, the Revered Second. If you join us, I will give you a chance to learn martial arts from me directly. And so, each of the 9 lords appeal to the candidates in order. What I feel like our MC is going to do this like completely different route. This is so boring. How could all 9 of them basically give the same speeches? All they've talked about is who they serve and what martial arts they practice. I mean, it depends what kind of martial art you want to learn then, I guess. Well, the Blood Cult haven't been active and are technically still in hiding, so all they can really talk about is martial arts. By the way, all of the lords have been eyeing the same candidates. Oh, you notice it too. That guy who's been expressionless the whole time. I think his name was Sungwon Cho. Anyone can see that he is close to becoming a first-rate warrior, and all he needs is a bit of guidance to reach the pinnacle of martial arts. But I feel like he's going to be more detailed in how he's going to help them specifically. Like, he saw the fights, and now he's going to talk about how they can improve. He needs a bit of guiding. Even during the exam when he was fighting against Jin Chango, the high-rank warrior. He managed to fight back against 16 technique during the battle. So of course he'd have the attention of all the lords here. But strangely enough, I remember hearing his name somewhere before. It's not like I remember everything that happened in my past life, but that name's definitely one that stuck with me for some reason. He's high up. It's nice to meet you all. I am the Pale Blood Lord who serves under Master Ryung Jang, the first Blood Star. Is like first good thing? I think so. Is that the best? Or though, why are they so scared about the revered fourth then? My name is Shim Hyung Na. Up until now, he didn't seem to care about any of the lords. But now he's showing interest. I'm not here to speak to you about Master Yongzhang. As my seniors have already mentioned before me, all of the revered fourth and the blood stars are worthy of your respect and praise. I don't see the need to waste my breath going over things that have already been covered. But if there's one thing I can tell you, those who serve Master Yongzhang have been fighting on the front lines in Kaifeng and will continue to do so. He showed a reaction when Lord Na mentioned Kaifeng. Why is he so interested in Kaifeng? If I remember correctly, Kaifeng is the beggar sect's base of operations. Now I remember. I was wondering why I couldn't remember exactly who he was. That guy's a spy of the beggar sect. What, a spy? So he's part of the Justice faction? That's not all. In about half a year's time, his true identity is discovered and he gets executed. He's just fated to die. Are you going to help him? Why would I do that? He's already determined to join the First Blood Star. It's unfortunate, but I'm going to have to give up on him. The one that you were just looking at, make sure to recruit him. What? Huh. I want him to serve under me. You were staring at him because you were thinking the same thing, weren't you? No. Yes, he was very impressive during his exile. According to the Bloodlord, he's a member of the Lower Five Clan. Do whatever you must to recruit him to our side. Are you kidding me? This old fool. Does he even realize that he just asked me to recruit an enemy spy? Goddamn idiot. Master, could I make a request? This red Wunwei is definitely going to get destroyed by the old man. You two, come over here. I'm sorry. I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's like, Wunwei's gonna get destroyed. Come over here. Please. Please. I know what I did. No, I mean, I don't know what I did. Just get over here. What the hell are you even saying? Ow! Now it's my turn. The look on their face tells me that they've already made up their mind. If I'm going to move them, I need to set myself apart from other lords. Nice to meet you all. I'm someone who used to be an initiate like you. I am Master Wunwei Saw. All 6 of them, huh? Let's start with 5 for now. As many of you know, I am the apprentice of the revered fourth. You could say that I had better luck compared to the rest of you. What? Is he trying to show off or something? The hell kind of point is he trying to make? If I talk for too long, they'll lose focus. Now that there was a pause... I'm definitely lucky to be where I am, but because of my background, I can confidently say that no one else can understand you as well as I can. As I thought Sungwon Cho isn't even listening. Like Lord Na has previously mentioned, I also agree that talking up or mentioning things about my master is pointless. What? Talking about me is pointless? I love how he's getting the goddamn treatment. Pointless? What do you mean pointless? Master, you're ripping off my head! What? Pointless? I believe that it's pointless to boast when it's already been proven. Look at those two over there. They also joined the cult as initiates, just like the rest of you. They both also managed to become masters. 1 year. It only took us 1 year to achieve this. That's right, we have objective evidence on our side. The 3 of us really did become first-rate warriors in just a year's time. Under the tutelage of our master. It's not because the revered fourth taught you himself. Still Master So's turn to talk. I'm sorry. That asshole, how dare interrupt. He probably felt threatened, that means my words are having an effect. You can certainly see it that way. But that also raises another important point. Which is that our master has, including the twins and myself, 3 masters. A total of 3 apprentices. Is that supposed to be a good thing? Isn't he basically saying that their fighting force is only a total of 4 people? Is that supposed to impress us or something? It should. Because that means you can come higher up the ladder quicker. What a careless mistake to make. Our forces may be small now, but more will join us soon. And by the time that happens, you will be on the pinnacle. You will be established members of our faction. Yeah. The other masters are great, but no matter who you join, you will always start from the bottom. Boom! That's what I'm saying! You'll reach the pinnacle faster. That's an undeniable fact. Which is why I want to ask, would you rather be the tail of a dragon? Or would you rather be the head of one? The final thing I want to mention is, our small numbers allows us to function like a family. Yeah! Like, yeah! Family times! Like, why do they look so scared? They don't look scared. They look happy. That's happy faces. You better smile harder. I'll rip your mouth open if you don't. I'll smile. Wouldn't it be nice to have newer members join our family, huh, brother? Oh, maybe they'll take some of the beatings. What did you say? Nothing. We didn't say shit. A close relationship with the mentor? Holy shit. Stop, Tony. Shh. You really are a con artist. We're all more like acquaintances than a family. Just let it go. I already feel guilty about saying that as is. Master, so I'd like to join you in the revered fourth. I rank warrior candidate Guli. We welcome you. The revered fourth will certainly be happy. That's a good start. If the first candidate had gone to a different lord, how upset would the old man have been? Good. Have you made up your mind? Yes, my lord. I think the second guy is heading towards us too. Please do make my life easier. I guess they must be nervous. They're all using voice transmission. They're being too hasty. Master So, I would also like to join you in the read fourth. High rank warrior candidate, Munchan Ha. Welcome to hell, brat. I like him. I'm glad my speech was successful, but it still feels weird to have two people join us back to back like this. The next candidate is Sungwon Cho. The problem is this guy didn't even listen to what I said. To be honest, this one guy trumps the other 5 candidates. He's the one that everyone is after. And he will not go to us. Why is he going to me? Like a spy of the beggar sect. He's basically like a priceless drink that's been poisoned. Everyone is trying their best to win him over. But he's only after one thing. It's clear what he's after. He'll join the First Blood to start his faction. Bringing someone like that over to us. Is it worth the trouble? Should I leave him be? I doubt I could win him over a spy with just my words alone. Bring him to me. What? If you don't bring him to me, I'll kill him. You must get him to join us now. I know he likes him and everything, but he's being way too desperate. I guess I have no choice. I don't really want to die at the hands of Akchi on high. I lived as a spy for almost 10 years. The most terrifying situation to be in as a spy is... Yo! I know what he's doing! He is going to use voice transmission and say, I know who you are. I know your true identity. If you don't join us, I will tell everyone. Oi, beggar. Hey! Yeah, you knew he was gonna do it. Although he did it way more chill than I was thinking. He's just like, oi, beggar. What do you mean by that, sir? You know what I mean. It's risky to join them, just to move closer to Kaifen. What are you after? Welcome, Initiate Chungwon Cho. First Blood Star will definitely. It's like, welcome, Initiate Chungwon. This is why is he walking? Master So, I wish to join you in the revered fourth. Yes, that's good. What the hell? Why are things going so swimmingly? Good, I managed to get him to change his mind. This will change the course of history, what happens to him in the future. But he's gonna try and kill me. Did I make the right choice? Things are going to get more tiresome from here on out. Master, so what did you say to him? No. Are you really trying to take all the candidates for yourself? How are you planning to face us after this? That's quite a lot of voices I'm hearing. I guess I'm already in a tiresome situation as is. You know what? Screw you, guy. It's not like I can not take all of them. You know what will happen to me if I go home with only missing one of them? He will murder me slowly. The higher rank warrior selection ceremony has concluded. Although he won't murder me. He will torture me slowly. Keep me alive for all eternity. Akchian-ha gains 4 new followers. Gyuli, Munshan-ha, Seongwoo-cho, and Hiryo Kong. Wait, did I lose one? All that pride in your silver tongue. And you only managed to recruit 60% of them? Yeah, what? Huh. What can you expect from someone like him? Jeez, the master's words sure do cut deep. At least round that up to 70%. 60% makes it sound like I only managed to recruit around half of them. What the hell are you giggling about? Fist meets head. Still, you should be proud of your skills, young sir. I couldn't even sense him. Who is he? Were you here this whole time? Should have come and seen me sooner. Were you just enjoying the show? Seems like they're acquainted. No, not just an acquaintance. I've never seen him be so friendly with someone before. Apologies, Elder. It was too entertaining and I didn't want to interrupt. There was no need for him to hide his presence. Did he do that to test us? Introduce yourselves. He used to serve under me up until about 10 years ago. I am Lord Munung-jang. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, young sirs. I'm Moon-wei Saw, Jabak Song, an apprentice of the revered Fourth. It is an honor to meet you. Hello, I'm Wu Young Song. I managed to secure some troops from the Gyoak prefecture, as you requested. And it's a total of 20 low ranks, 13 mid ranks, and 2 high ranks. Gyoak prefecture. There's another training ground similar to the Valley of Flesh and Blood for new cult initiates. Not as many as I was hoping. Both of you had similar assaults, it seems. I apologize. I'm not as skilled in speechcraft as the young sir, so this was all I could manage. That must be why he went traveling 6 months ago. He hasn't talked about it at all, but he's been steadily growing his forces. I guess he's not the revered Fourth in title alone. He has his sights set much higher than I imagined. I'm curious as to how vast the Empire envisions is. Now that we have more mouths to feed, we can't exactly stay in the cave any longer. You too. Take a few of the initiates with you and grab everything from the cave. We're leaving the cave? We're leaving hell? What you call our home? Nothing? We're leaving heaven? No, why? Does that mean we finally get to sleep somewhere warm during the winter? What? No, we're going to the forest. What? Yes, now we don't have to sleep on the floor with the spiders and the centipedes. What the hell kind of place have they been living in? Did we make the wrong decision? It's too late to change your mind. It is too late. Hey, how many should we take with us? If we're going to bring everything, including the Elder's personal belongings, in one trip, probably 7. You seem to be good at handling them. You want to lead them? Yeah, of course. Just watch me. I'll be taking care of you all. Come over here. Compliment is all it takes for a guy like him. He's like, yeah, he'll do all the jobs, all the work. I'll just chill. That's why my previous owner always said to be wary of people who give you compliments. Oh yes. Maybe your previous owner couldn't find a girlfriend because he was always saying things like that. That's not it! He was just focused on studying the blade. Songwon Cho has been staring at me for a while now. Yeah, you better talk to him. We're here now. We're here. Now we just need to climb to the top. Climb to the top? What do you mean climb? How the fuck are we gonna go up there? What? You can't climb? Yeah. Now we're just gonna climb. You gotta what? Master Song? We can't climb the mountain. How is it supposed to do that? You just use your innate energy to just like grab the wall. You what? If we make a misstep while climbing then. Don't worry about it. You won't die. Master So, I have something I wish to discuss with you. Could I have a moment of your time? This guy keeps trying to isolate me from the others. Whatever it is, hurry it up. You know what that old man. The match will do if we take too long, don't you? Oh, the rest of you follow me. Yes, sir. How the fuck we're going to follow that dude? He's running up the cliff. Akchion's feather step really is impressive the more I see it. Jawbuck is probably the best at scaling the mountains amongst our age group. When we saw a member of this shining star clan of Yulong Prefecture. Born of a concubine. You broke your spirit core after a traumatic event at a young age and have been called garbage by your family ever since. That's the info I have on you. Well, as expected of a spy. You sure you want to reveal your hand to me like this? I guess you're no longer trying to hide the fact that... Huh. Was that a poem strike just now? The way he ducks and weaves like that, this is no ordinary technique. My assessment of him was incorrect. He is not close to being a first-rate warrior. He is a first-rate warrior. He already is one. Wait, watch out, he's using the poems of the Dragon's Lair. What? The poems of the Dragon's Lair? That's a peerless technique taught to only the highest ranking members of the Beggars Say. Could you just answer my goddamn question? What do I need to do? Oh, I don't need all them details. We're being attacked. How does he know something like that? Kind of reminds me of SAO Bridge when Kirito is just like, oh no, that's an Udachi, not a Towa. What does that even mean? Well, you see, an Udachi is a familiar opponent. He's an old... What? Was used during the middle... What? How does he know something like that? He's been taught by the one. Oh shit, he's using Rasengan. You might have been able to put up more of a fight had you drawn your sword, but the end result would still be the same. Do you hear me? Have you realized that you're no match for me? What? Now I have some questions I want you to answer. What? Don't underestimate me. You fool. I can easily detect your amateur swordsmanship. This power. You... Have you been hiding your true skills? Maybe. You realize it too late. Unlike most martial artists, I can use both my lower and mid spirit cores. At the moment, I can only use my energy to enhance my skills, but about a month ago, I managed to reach the peak of Radiant Star techniques. My current self has already surpassed the level of a first-rate warrior. You may have stopped my technique earlier by deflecting my blade. But now you're starting to show your limits. An opening. You can see your attack coming from a mile away. Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you can see it, you can't block it. I knew you'd do that. What? It's over. Huh? Quit overreacting. I only hit you with the flat side of my blade. Why? Just, you know, I'm not going easy on you. Alright. Now that I've stopped your energy flow, you won't be able to use your techniques anymore. Wait a minute, let's talk about this. I tried, remember? But someone had to go and start throwing their hands at me. I humbly apologize. No, don't apologize. I'm grateful, actually. I've been missing a punching bag. You what? You see, I built up a whole year's worth of frustrations because of that damn old man. And now I'm about to get it all out. So thank you for relieving me of my frustrations. This won't relieve you. Maybe not, but it will feel cute. Will feel cute. Man, that felt good. I feel like I relieved 10 years worth of frustrations at once. Now I see why Akchion High enjoyed beating us up so much. Jeez, you beat the kid into pulp. Nah, he's fine. He's unconscious. He's sitting up. He's unconscious and sick. No, it's fine. I made sure to hold back by not using my energy. Sure, you held back. However, this does raise a few questions. First, why did he immediately approach me and try to threaten me? Just because his identity was at risk of being revealed. Second, most people trained as spies commit suicide when discovered in order to prevent information leaks. But then why did he keep begging for his life as I was beating him up? Please bear me. I suppose people could panic and cling to life when faced with death. And lastly, the poems of the Dragon's Lair. That technique is only known to the chief of the beggar sect, and he's a direct descendant. Why is it direct descendant here now, though? But in my previous life, the successor of the beggar sect chief was a man by the name of Gyolga Hong. Yeah, like he can't fake his name. What is your relation to sub-chief Gyolga Hong? If he wants to live it this badly, I might as well just ask him. Is that true? What do you... Did that batch really become the sub-chief? What's with him? Do I sense anger in his voice? In truth, I don't actually know if Gyolga Hong is the current sub-chief of the beggar sect. In my previous life, he was around the age of 30, so I just figured he'd have been selected as the successor by now. But if this guy was in competition with Gyolga Hong for the title of sub-chief, why is it a problem that he's the sub-chief? That shitty old man! He couldn't bother waiting another year. Just because that bastard is his grandchild. How could you name someone who can't even master the poems of the Dragon's Lair as your successor? If it was me, all you would need to show me is the basics, and I would have mastered the technique on my own. So you lost the position of successor to a blood relative. Is that why you're making this half-assed attempt at being a spy, to make a name for yourself? And in your impatience, you decided to infiltrate the blood cult to figure out the location of their main base, or gain some information. The Warrior Federation is very wary of the blood cult's possible revival, so you probably figured this was the best way to gain recognition. What are you going to do now? The sub-chief has already been chosen. How are you going to make a name for yourself and become the chief successor? And do you really think the chief and sub-chief will just leave you be? What do you mean by that? You fool! You still don't get the situation you're in? They will kill you! You're a threat. What if the chief were to leak your identity? He could get rid of you without having to lift a finger. All your hard work will be for nothing. Well, maybe not for nothing. I suppose they could say that you worked as a spy under the orders of the chief. And remember you in that way. Huh. But then the credit will go to the beggar sect. Not you. When I look back on it, the Sungwon Shaw from my previous life was discovered and killed way too easily. When you consider the fact that he is a spy that knows the poems of the Dragon's Lair, it's almost certain that he was betrayed. I already know that I'm the biggest fool. It was a ridiculous idea to think that a single deed would earn me the seat of chief. But what was I supposed to do? The hope that the promise would be kept. If I don't have even that, then I would have nothing left. This kid. I was only going to get info out of him, but... What do you mean there's nothing left? You still have your life, do you not? Just because the beggar sect cast you aside doesn't mean you need to give your life away to the blood cult. I'll give you one chance. If you swear allegiance to me, I'll pretend like we never had this conversation. Not only that, I'll help you achieve what you desire. Make a decision. Will you die as a nameless spy for the beggar sect? Or will you get revenge by my side? Please promise me one thing. If you promise to resolve the possible situation of the beggar sect revealing my identity, I will be loyal to you for life. If you promise to resolve. Master Sungwon Shaw isn't from the lower 5 clan, he is from the beggar sect. What the hell is this? We're trying to beat the beggar sect to the punch. What are you after if you're here as a spy? That's not it at all, Master. He truly intends to be part of our cult. I suppose it's more accurate to say that he is formerly from the beggar sect. Yo, sorry, my bad. How did you know that he's from the beggar sect anyways? I saw him a few years back in Yulong Prefecture when he was visiting the Shining Star clan to discuss forming an alliance. Back then he was younger and covered in dirt, so I didn't recognize him. I knew it was him when I saw him up close during the selection ceremony. Do you remember? Do you remember? He was about to walk over to join the lord that served the first Blood Star. He only stopped because I used my voice transmission to talk to him. He was incredibly flustered when he realized that I knew. This guy. He's cleverly mixing the truth and the lie together. Funny enough, he begged me to not let people know where he was from. Because he didn't want to be thrown out of the cult. At least tell me beforehand if this was your plan, you bastard. You better play along if you want to live. So you truly wish to join our cult. That's correct, esteemed elder. We shouldn't trust him just yet. I know the young master claims to have figured him out. But we still need to be more thorough to make sure he's not a spy. Not to deal a final blow. I've been cooped up in the valley for years. I don't know the validity of this, but this kid provided me with some very interesting information. Apparently there's a rift forming between the Warrior Federation and the Peerless Warriors. He's just like, wait, I didn't tell you that. What did you just say? At least try to hide your expression, you fool! It's like, what? Anyways, the info I just gave them is real. In about half a year from now, the alliance between the Warrior Federation and the Peerless Warriors will fall apart. If the relationship between the two factions were to deteriorate, it would be the perfect opportunity for the Blood Cult to come out of hiding and re-establish itself. In my previous life, this event was just something that happened without much incident, but if he's telling the truth, we must begin preparing immediately. For the current Blood Cult, it's a crucial bit of information. If you're telling the truth, then of course I'll gladly take you in. You're more useful than I ever could have anticipated. He's just like, what? How's that? Shouldn't be any more issues for you now. Got him. So many things have happened that I feel completely lost in all of this, but at the very least, I no longer have to worry about what the beggar sect will do. Wait a second. Could I be thinking about this all wrong? If this person or the Blood Cult decides to spread word about me, would I not become an enemy of the beggar sect as well as the rest of the Justice faction? Not to mention, I'd be treated as a traitor who sold information to the Blood Cult. There really is no going back for you now, huh? Did you just read my mind somehow? You should quit being a spy. Like, you should quit. You're awful at it. Nope, it's just written all over your face. Oh no. Just who the hell is this guy? I can't figure him out. He has information that even I didn't have while I was still with the beggar sect. He's even able to lie with a straight face without hesitation if the situation calls for it. There's no way this is the same black sheep of Yulong that I've heard about. All that being said, my instincts tell me that this man is too dangerous to make an enemy of. As or so, I swear my allegiance to you. Sure. I go help out Jabba and others. Yes, sir. Is that the feather step of the beggar sect? He's using his arms and legs to run like a dog. As you're seeing that, I'm not sure I ever want to learn that skill. Well, at least that's one less headache to worry about. Who goes there? Hello, Master So. I've come to deliver a message from the 6th Blood Star. Uh-huh. Yeah, what? You remember my name! Yeah, what? Ah, you actually remembered my name this time. That makes me happy. Why are you crying, though? I guess it's probably because I was the only one to fail the Master's exam. You failed? He's like, could you imagine just like, what? You failed? I'm sure I made a bigger impression than that. Than when we first joined the cult together. Is she okay? Do you need like a hug? Yes. Well, you're not getting one from me. The 6th Blood Star wishes to give you your reward for the wager that you two made. Oh, right, I completely forgotten about that. She wishes to meet with you near the main hall at midnight tonight. Doesn't seem ominous at all. Midnight that night. She's late. I've been waiting for hours! I'm sure all the top-ranked members of the cult are busy because of the information I dropped on them earlier. I'm honored to be in your presence, Sixth Blood Star. I apologize for being late. No, there's no need. I just arrived myself. Sure you did. Wait, so you were late as well? What? No, I was... God damn it. You certainly have many talents, young sir. I'm sure the higher-ups will think very highly of you now. Before I give you your reward, could you look me in the eyes for a moment? Ah, not this again. What just happened? My inherent energy started reacting on its own. You okay? You stumbled a bit just now. I did. I did? That's the second time you resisted my phantom eyes now, so it wasn't a coincidence. I don't know what that was, but the blood witch definitely used some kind of technique just now. She trying to win me over somehow? What? It's a technique I learned around 20 years ago at a shrine of an unnamed monk. Someone as sly as you should be able to make good use of this skill. This technique is what earned me the nickname of Witch. If she learned this 20 years ago, just how old is she? Like, don't ask. Don't ask. She looks like she's probably in her mid-30s. Mid-30s? This technique is called a phantom eyes. It's what I'll be teaching you as per our deal. Phantom eyes. The phantom eyes is a sort of power of suggestion. Oh, okay, so basically, oh my god. I can't remember the name for it. Compulsion! Yeah, compulsion. So basically compulsion. Basically compulsion from vampire art. It's a skill that temporarily puts the target in an oblivious state. A person in that state will do anything. Will unconsciously react when given special stimuli. Yeah, that's true. And this is a terrifyingly powerful technique. A place where a single moment can dictate whether you live or die. That is a world of martial arts. In that sort of setting, if you were to get hit with this technique, you might as well be paralyzed. I can only tell what you're thinking. But it's not as easy as you might think. A small shock, something as simple as a light touch or a sound can break the spell. I mean, that doesn't matter. Like, if it's just lasts for like a second or a millisecond, that's enough to put them off. Also, someone who has a powerful mental fortitude or a life force is resistant to this technique. Life force, huh? This skill also requires extreme focus from the user in the midst of a chaotic situation. Or if your life is on the line, it'll be difficult to make use of this technique. Well, would you still like to learn this technique? I'd be honored to. It has some rigid requirements, but if I can use it to make someone drop their guard, it's a very useful skill. Although I suppose if I use it too carelessly, the people around me will become more wary. That's probably why that old man stepped in front of me before. It's a shame that it's such a well-known skill, but I'm sure it's still useful enough for me to learn it. After some time, the Sixth Blood Star taught me their technique through voice transmission. It seemed closer to magic than a martial arts technique, and it required a significant concentration, just like she said. After teaching me how to use the skill, she also told me that the secret's behind the phantom eyes. According to the text, there are 4 different levels to the phantom eyes. The first, you can leave your target disoriented or unconscious. The second, you can make your target perform a desired action. The third, you can make your target hallucinate. Unfortunately, the last level in the method for enhancing the phantom eyes was missing from the text. The remaining text mentioned something about making the 5 senses accept the hallucinations as reality, but not even the Sixth Blood Star could understand what that entailed. Yo, he about to learn that later on in the story. It's the same situation as the Radiant Star techniques where all the important bits got lost. How annoying. At least we can still learn it. I'm sure it'll be useful. Well, that's everything that I know regarding the technique. Would you like to give it a try yourself? Give it a try. Yewa! Huh? Yes, just stand there, Yewa. I was wondering why she brought her along. So this was why. It's also probably because her other apprentice is too powerful. Go on. But then, why would she tag along for something like this? Yo, she just want to see you. Please be gentle, sir. What? Don't say it like that! Don't say something that people might misunderstand. Like, God damn. I'm sorry, sir. It's just your expression is too funny. Your eyes look ready to pop out. This is harder than I thought. I suppose you can't be good at everything. She's laughing at you. Damn it! I suddenly become a laughing stock. If only I could use the phantomize at that level. There's no need to despair, young sir. This technique requires a higher level of concentration. You should relax yourself a bit and then... Yeah, well... Ow! Sir, have you come to... That's a relief. What the hell's going on? All I did was just think about it. Pass! What? Just not... Was that what did you just... I didn't do anything! Are you really trying to tell me that Eva just suddenly started undressing herself on her own? Me. You dog! You... Oh, she about to get pissed. I don't mean Eva, by the way. I mean the other girl. She's just like, what did you do? It's not like that. I just thought if I could use the second level of the skill, I could make her embarrass herself. That's all. What sort of embarrassing thing were you thinking of? I thought to myself that it might be funny if you started dancing naked. Seriously, you asshole! I still doubt that this is the second level of the Phantomize. Something that I wasn't able to figure out after 20 years, and yet he was able to. Are you trying to deceive me, even though I was the one who taught you this technique? What exactly did you do? I really don't know. I just thought about something in passing. You thought that it'd be nice for her to take her clothes off, is that it? No, it's not like that. Yo, look into my eyes. No, wait, young sir, try it one more time. Why don't we stop here? I don't think the young sir is the type to lie. I believe we're done here. Let us return, master. Yes, of course. I'll take him at his word then. I fulfilled my end of the bargain. And it's getting late, so let us start heading back. Seems that this isn't the right time for us to talk. Seems like she had something she wanted to say, but let us meet another time. Wait, there's no way this would make the potential successor to the Blood Cult think differently about me. Pervert. Pervert! God damn it. Guess it can. Damn it. I messed up. I messed up. It's okay. I'm sure you can clear up this misunderstanding later. Keep your chin up. Who knows when that will be, though? I wonder why they left in such a hurry. Might have been by chance, but they saw the second level of the technique firsthand. The fact that it's even possible is already a big lead from a master level warrior. Where were you? Nowhere important. If it's not important, then why were you out this late? It's being annoyingly curious. What should I say? Why not just use the Phantomize on him? Use the fucking Phantom. Not a bad idea. I might be able to figure out how I did it by trying it out on him. Do something foolish. Do something foolish. Do something foolish. The hell are you glaring at me for? Didn't work. Probably needs more polish before I can actually use it. Sorry. I think I'm just tired. Let's talk tomorrow. I guess I need to practice this some more. Yo, why do I feel like it's latency? It's latency. Why does it work later? Like it's like waiting. Good night. Do something foolish. Hold on a second. Wait on. I didn't do that. You didn't do what? Yo, why does he look like One Punch Man? My hand was just... What smacked you? My hand was what smacked you, but it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Wait, what? Ah! Did he just headbutt him in the balls? So, I can use it. I can use it. It works. It's a miracle. It's an absolutely Christmas miracle. Christmas. Nobody kills themselves on Christmas. Discord between the Warrior Federation and the Peerless Warriors. This one news that when we dropped would create bigger ripples than even he realized. Jiangxi Province. Drumrock Peak. When did you hear this news? It was around 9 days ago. Did others know about this? Do they know about our problems? Please. No, we are the first to learn of this. I believe that in a couple of weeks, the other branches of the blood cult will also receive the same news. What an interesting situation we have on our hands. Things are proceeding quicker than I anticipated. Sir, what do you mean by that? It's time for our cult to rise once again. You mean summon Gimwan and Hyunjai? What the fuck is up with it? That dude on the right's face? He looks like a frog. And make preparations for our trip to the Valley of Flesh and Blood at once. The young sirs. That's right, our time has finally come. And yet, the cult is still scattered and unable to find balance. It is time that I step in to rectify this issue. The Valley of Flesh and Blood. What an interesting decision. Wasn't it not too long ago that the revered second still had his heart set on backing Hyang back? It's been 3 days since I learned to use the Phantom Eyes, and it's been fun. After trying it out several times, I was able to learn quite a bit about this technique. The first level of the Phantom Eyes was almost exactly as the Blood Witch described it. I can now freely make my targets become dazed and confused. The second level, however, is very different from how it was described to me. So that's possible, huh? Yo, he's just spin on your head. First, I can command someone to perform an action with a slight deviation for up to 5 seconds. Why do I feel like he's going to become way more powerful with this technique than the Blood Witch? This means that even if I hadn't snapped Yewa out of it, she probably would have eventually stopped undressing herself on her own. Wait, what? First, I can command someone to perform an action with a slight deviation for up to 5 seconds. Okay, 5 seconds. She probably would have stopped. Second, I can't continuously put the same person under the effects of the Phantom Eyes. Why do I get my ass kicked? I mean, get in a fight with Wuyon every time I meet eyes with you. Don't just stare at me, answer me, you asshole! I managed to use the Phantom Eyes on Jabak again in the following day, but I couldn't use it on him back to back. Third, it's impossible to get someone to reveal information or memories. Tell me how to use the Poems of the Dragon Slayer. Poems of the Dragon Slayer? You see. They just do as they're told. It's quite a shame that I can't use this to extract information from people. Fourth, if the target has incredible mental fortitude, it won't work. Yo, he tried on it! Dance! Dance, do something stupid. What did you tell me to do? Or they're stronger than me, then it won't work. Although, I guess that goes without saying. That's probably why the Blood Witch never tried it on Akchion High. Wait, are you alive? Barely. I think so. Lastly, using the second level of the Phantom Eyes consumes my inherent energy. I have a feeling that enhancing the power of the Phantom Eyes will also have something to do with inherent energy. This could explain why the Blood Witch is only able to use the first level of this technique. She can only use the first level? So I wonder if I'll be able to use the third level and beyond if I were to power up my inherent energy even further. 20 days after learning to use the Phantom Eye. You can't even handle 3 techniques. I hope you weren't thinking that you could just settle for the rank of master. To think that the 3 of you working together could only manage to make me take 4 steps. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Damn, it is pissing me off. Him talking all that trash makes me want to go all out against him. Although I doubt that would make much of a difference. Akchion Ha is a monster who surpassed the peak of martial arts. If I want to stand toe to toe against someone like him, I would have to reach the 6-star stage of the Radiant Star swordsmanship, just like the swordsmen of the Southern Skies did. I'm not so sure about that anymore. It seems that Akchion Ha has gotten almost as strong as, if not surpassed, my previous owner. It's been 15 years since they last fought. He's had time to practice. I'm sure Akchion Ha hasn't been slacking in sharpening up his skills. I truly wish to defeat him. He may have to reach the 7-star stage, a level that not even my previous owner was able to reach. Get up so that we can continue. What's with him all of a sudden? When we look up there, it's her! Video on her back. Ever since that day, she's been giving me the cold shoulder. I thought that she hated me now. So then why did she come here on her own? One way. Yes, master. Take a break. So she was here for me after all. We can talk here. Sir? Do you know who I am? Are you not Lady Yonha? You should know better than to ask me that. After all, I know that you're smarter than the others I met up until now. If anything, it would be strange for you to not have figured out who I am. Do you really not know? I was only playing along because she was trying to keep her identity secret. Well, there have been enough clues already for me to figure out her real identity, so I guess I can finally refer to her as her true identity. Ah, finally! I was hoping to run into someone so I could ask for directions. Ah, frickety rock. Are you two from the Valley of Flesh and Blood? A toad that can talk? That's what I was thinking. What a spot on description. Yeah, that's correct. What a relief. It's my first time here, so I've been struggling to find my way around the mountains. So, show me the way to the valley. What's with this guy? He's talking to me in a really casual way. And you are... Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I am the second apprentice of Gal Maseo, the revered second. My name is Yunjago. Yunjago. I know that name. 10 years from now, he'll be referred to by his nickname, the Bloodstained Clam Swordsman. Bloodstained Clam? It's a nickname that makes fun of his toad-like appearance, so he just started killing anyone that would refer to him by that name. He would have been someone to fear in my previous life, but not for my current self. It's an honor to meet an apprentice of the revered seconds or Yunjago. I am Wunwi Saw, the first apprentice of the revered fourth. What? Why is he looking at me like that all of a sudden? Am I famous enough to warrant such a reaction now? Oh, so you're Wunwi Saw. What the hell? Seems that my master was worried over nothing. To think that someone like you would be the revered fourth apprentice. I knew what to expect from an apprentice of the revered second, but this guy's already surpassed the level of a first-rate warrior. He's not someone I can face using only my lower spirit core. What do you think you're doing? Oh, so you're an apprentice of the Sixth Blood Star. You never introduced yourself, so I didn't realize. I've heard that she has a lot of beauties as her apprentice. Enough of this. There's no reason for me to hold back against this asshole. I'll deal with him. Oh, are you trying to show off in front of the young lady? Fine, let's see what you can do. Huh? What? Why are you both staring at me like that? Ah, he's fucked. Well said. Let's see what you're capable of as well. Thank you, master. Instantly nullified the momentum of Yunja's body with his bare hand. Wait, did he just call him master? That must mean he's Gal Maseo, revered second. It's been a while, brother High. Brother Seo, your years is far too short for us to be meeting like this. Why are you here? Is it because of the letter? I thought they'd be more friendly, but it's being pretty aggressive. That's correct, but it seems there's been a misunderstanding. Misunderstanding my ass. I saw your apprentice attack mine. If I hadn't stepped in, he would have been gravely injured. Well, boys will be boys. Wouldn't you agree? Seems all that time spent in isolation has caused my apprentice to develop a competitive spirit towards the young sir. Oh, is that also why your apprentice insulted me? You dare to insult Brother High? That's not true! How could someone like me even think of doing such a thing? You did, though. What I meant was that his apprentice being unskilled is an insult to the revered fourth, and... Jeez, why am I the one catching a stray here? Our master was talking. How dare you make excuses? Where did you learn such bad manners? Ow! Esteemed elder, please excuse the young one. Young one? Apologies for the late introduction. I am Gyumwon Ho, the first apprentice of Master Seo. Gyumwon Ho, does he also become famous? I'm not sure. In my previous life, Galma Seo only had Yun Jago as his apprentice. Is he like some secret apprentice then? If he was, you think he'd introduce himself to us like this? Maybe that something happens in the next 10 years. Maybe he loses his life somehow. If the other factions are at such severe odds over ranks and succession rights, I can't even imagine how much worse things are in the Blood Cult. Brother High, I apologize for my apprentice's transgressions. I believe he's been punished enough, so how about we just settle things here? If you were strong enough to beat that brat, this wouldn't have happened. I've only been training for a year though. I'm sorry to have disappointed you. Enough about that. Why are you and your apprentices here, Brother Seo? If it was something urgent, couldn't you have just sent someone? Or come here on your own? Well, you see, I'm here to play matchmaker. I'm here to marry one of my apprentices. To the young lady. He's trying to get to Rion Habak to marry one of his apprentices. What the hell is he talking about? More importantly, she's standing right there. Oh, look how wide her eyes are. Ah, this is genius. Amazing. Main hall meeting room. What is the meaning of this? What did you just say? Say it again so I know I didn't mishear you. As you've heard, Brother High, in order to avoid chaos and unite the Blood Cult, the young lady should give up on trying to become its leader. Instead, she should prepare herself to continue her bloodline. He might be more formal compared to Akchion High, but he's also direct and straight to the point. I can tell by their expressions that they are barely managing to hold back their anger. You should already know the young lady has more legitimacy for the seat, yet to dare spout such words of disrespect, Galma Seo. Do you really think saying that marrying her off to one of your apprentices to protect the bloodline is some legitimate excuse you can hide behind? I guess you must really want to die by my hands. His overwhelming pressure. Oh my god! The room instantly filled with his energy. Him releasing all his energy is making it difficult for me to even breathe. Brother High, I'm not here to fight you. Think about it logically. We all already know the truth. 4 of the Blood Stars as well as the revered first have already pledged to support Lady Hyang. That already gives the majority power. And it hasn't been made public yet. But the revered third also wishes to support Lady Hyang. Not to mention, didn't you say earlier that you still haven't even decided on who you want to support? 6 Blood Star, I wish to ask you this. Who has actually stepped forth to show their support for Lady Rionha? And what would happen if I were to also back Lady Hyang? You dare try to threaten and intimidate Lady Rionha? Threaten? You misunderstand. How dare you think that I, Galma Seo, would stoop so low, Akchion High? That's basically what he did though. Please stop this. What do you think you're doing in the presence of the young lady? Uncle Seo. Uncle High. Would it be alright with you if I called you as such as I used to back in the day? Of course, my lady. What's going on? I can hear her voice ringing through the entire room. 6-point voice transmission is a higher form of voice transmission and a way to hide where your voice is coming from. I'm sure them facing away from us is also to conceal the vibrations of her throat. I always knew she had high levels of energy, but I think she could use the 6-point voice transmission. She must be more powerful than before. I'd like to address you first, Uncle Seo. Yes, of course. If you're already set on making my sister the leader, why are you going as far to try to get me to marry someone? If we were talking just legitimacy, you are the one I would support, my lady. However, in these early stages of revival, our cult needs a powerful warrior to lead us. And you're saying that's my sister? Unfortunately, yes. But please understand, this is all to protect you. And also protect the legitimacy of our cult. If you were to give up the seat of leadership for the sake of ununifying the cult and instead focus on securing your lineage, it will be enough of a reason to put a stop to Lady Hyung's purge. He's not wrong. This would definitely ensure Irion Habak's safety and help unify the cult. But okay, fine. Let's say that what you're saying is correct. Why marry her to your apprentice though, huh? Should be mine. This all should be mine. Aren't you just trying to put your influence into her bloodline? And who would you consider to be more worthy? Huh? The only ones who could even be considered close to worthy of the lady have to come from us, the revered four. However, the other revered four are already aligning themselves to Lady Hyung, which would naturally leave us with, well, I believe the answer is obvious. What? Why do I feel insulted all of a sudden? The answer is obvious, huh? And do you think this clam-looking bastard is someone who's worthy of the young lady? Esteemed Elliot, your words are a bit harsh. You should get your head checked. You really think that someone who was inappropriate towards the Blood Witch's apprentice is worthy of the young lady? Well, that's one down. Huh? Yo, he's just like, now this, on the other hand, is worthy. I'm a what now? Wait. Huh? Please forgive my second apprentice's lack of maturity. However, I believe that my first apprentice, Guillaume 1, is still worthy of. Oi, Galma. I have her husband right here. What? Wait. I didn't say I want to get married. You're getting married, or I'm killing you. Doesn't sound that bad, I guess. Why do you keep saying that your apprentices are the only ones who are worthy? They say that a bad apple can spoil the whole bunch. If we're talking worthy, wouldn't you agree this kid is better than any of your apprentices? Wait, what? How did I get here? I was just sitting over there a few moments ago. What is happening? MC just like, wait, what? I'm not ready to get married. I'm not ready to settle down. Kidding me? No. He's just like, I didn't even have a girlfriend in my past life. Like, he didn't exactly have time, did he? Like, kidnapped when he was a child. Kept on being a spy. Brother High, do you truly believe your apprentice is better than mine? That's quite the overconfidence. You think I'm being overconfident? I suppose there's an easy way to settle this. A competition to see which of our apprentices is the most worthy. When am I getting a word in this? I don't want to fight anyone. I don't even want to get married. Sounds good. I don't know what competition you're thinking of, but let's make it fair. My apprentice has only been training for a year, so let's agree to not use energy and only use basic techniques. Are you sure you won't regret that? The young sir might know the Radiant Star swordsmanship, but it's a higher level swordsmanship that requires energy to use. I don't get it. She's like, I don't get it. Why are they the ones deciding everything when I'm the one who's about to be forced into marriage? Hey, I'm also being forced here. I can say the same for your apprentice. All I have to do is raise a fuss and... She's just like, wait a second. I can get married, wouldn't we? Alright, we'll go with what you suggested, Brother High. Now allow me to also add a condition. They'll use real swords. I suppose agree right now that we won't raise a complaint if they end up losing a limb or their life. Fine by me. That's enough talking. Now let's get started. What are you talking about? Wait a second. Why am I here? Stop this. The young lady hasn't even stated her opinion on this. How could you two just... That's fine with me. My lady. Thank you for agreeing to this, my lady. It's for the greater good. But on one condition. If they're going to be my husband, they must be more skilled than I am. That's why I will also take part in this competition. That's a fair point, my lady. Well said. If someone wishes for your hand in marriage, that's the least they could do. That being said, what if your apprentices don't meet my conditions? What do you... You've asked me to sacrifice everything regardless of my will, but if I were to win, would I still be expected to follow your wishes, Uncle Theo? Are you asking me to follow your will if you were to win? That's correct. If I win, I want you and your Uncle High to pledge your loyalty and promise to support me. As you will, my lady. What about you, Uncle CO? As you will, my lady. She's smart. Yeah, she is. Because I can't freaking beat her! Yeah, she managed to turn things around to work to her benefit. That's really impressive. I suppose she wouldn't be leadership material if she were to get pushed around by these two. As expected of someone who's aiming to be at the top of the cult. Before we begin, I'd like to restate the terms of this competition. Gyum-won Ho will be the revered second combatant. And Woon-Wee Saw will be the revered fourth combatant. Why am I fighting? What? Using energy is forbidden, and the two will battle using only basic techniques. To ensure a fair competition, each revered fourth will seal their opposing apprentice's energy. The combatants will battle using real swords. Wounding and killing are permitted. Do both sides agree to these terms? Yes, of course. Then please step back to the opposite sides of the room. Can I get something else in marriage though if I win? Shut up. Fuck. My opponent is an expert who has surpassed the limits of a first-rate warrior. He can definitely maim me, or even take my life if he wanted. Calma, that sly bastard. This is a disadvantageous fight for you. You don't say. Ah, you're brimming with confidence, aren't you, Master? Anyone who's not a fool would stack the odds in their favor, Master. Release your hidden abilities. Master, what are you? Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You've already long surpassed the limits of a first-rate warrior in terms of knowledge. You're just lacking the energy to perform the techniques. How could I not notice it when we've sparred so many times already? I can easily tell from your swordmanship. Fight to win. I thought he'd figured out about my mid-spirit core for a second. Woof! That was close. I guess it's harder to conceal my true skills than I thought. Can't believe you figured me out. But if you feel like you can't handle it, it's okay to surrender. Why does it seem like if I surrender, he'll gonna be... I don't want to think about it. This is coming from the geezer who hates to lose. Isn't he pretty much saying that he doesn't want to see me get hurt or die? Wait a second, does he actually care about me? What have I been doing? Don't misunderstand, I'm just saying that because I don't think you can win against someone like him after training for only a year. Please be gentler with your voice transmission. Ow! The two combatants may step forward and maintain their distance. Sure. I won't take your life, but I hope you're prepared to lose at least an arm. You can save yourself from some injuries if you give up now. I'll pass on that. I wish to fight you without any regrets. Why does he look bored? And I'll also be sure not to take your life. Oh. Huh, such bravado. Expected a revered fourth apprentice. Sure. Shall we dance? Begin! Ah, it's over. It is over! Begin, it's over! As promised, I didn't take your life. Oh! You admit defeat. Huh? Young sir, just now, that was... How can you call this a fair competition? What? What do you mean? When you just used some sort of trickery? What trickery? There was no trickery. Oh, there was, wasn't there? He used Phantom Eyes just before you struck him. I saw Gyum-won stumble after meeting eyes with you. What's wrong with a cult member using the dark arts in a life or death battle? Don't tell me you're going to start making excuses now. Excuses? That's fine. Ah! Good. Let's go all out. It's been a while. Fine by me. Let's finish this once and for all. What? Esteemed elder, if you wish to blame anyone, it should be me. What? What do you mean by that? I was the one who taught the young sir how to use the Phantom Eyes. I knew the skill looks familiar, so it was the Phantom Eyes of the Blood Witch. And that just confirms that he used energy. You sealed his energy yourself, did you not? Not to mention, the Phantomize isn't a skill that requires energy to use. The Phantomize is based on the Taoist art and only requires user stamina and concentration to use. Doesn't need to use your inherent energy as well. Don't say that. it's a lie. The Blood Witch only uses the first level to the technique, so she probably doesn't know that it uses inherent energy. In any case, the 6 blood stars explanation should be sufficient. I won't believe it unless I see it for myself. Elder, stand back, Blood Witch. Remember that not everyone in the cult is like you. Brother Seo will check his spirit core and that'll be that. He's always been like this. Even though he's part of the blood cult. He values fairness more than most of the members of the Justice faction. I see, his energy is indeed sealed. He's gonna stab himself? This battle is our loss. What's up? Do you feel bad? No, no, it was either his arm or mine after all. But if I were to consider Galma Seo's feelings, why not make use of the omnipotent healer seal then? Oh. My previous master always said to show mercy even to your enemies. Wouldn't we? You should... Oh, the omnipotent healer seal, huh? I wonder what we can get in return. Use this opportunity to have him indebted to me. I love the way you think, Namshan. Good guys? Yes. He will owe me his life for this. Yo, he's just like, I don't really want to fight you. Can I just not fight you? You don't want to get married to me? Why don't you want to get married to me? What, you want me to get married to you? I don't want you to get married to me. That would have been freaking hilarious. Like, we don't need to fight. Like, what? You don't want to get married to me? I'm impressed by your wisdom, my lady. Seems that you expected this to happen from the very beginning. So you already had Brother Hai's support. To think you'd go to such lengths to gain my support as well. You truly are his descendant. Okay, so we're not fighting for that. I think there's been a misunderstanding. The mood is so serious that I don't think I can correct him. He undid the seal without saying anything. What is his weird mood? I thought it was strange that the 6 blood stars stood up for me. Wait a second, does she want me to... No. My freedom! I guess by telling the revered second that I had learned from her, she was trying to make it seem like Akchion already supported Rion Habag. Well, I guess it's not completely baseless. If she was wrong, the old man would have thrown a tantrum, but instead he's just letting it slide. I guess Akchion has already decided to support Rion Habag. He probably undid the seal because he thinks there's no need for further fighting. No. There will be further fighting. Uncle Sia. Oh, I'd heard rumors, but I'm glad to see you've rid yourself of the ailment, my lady. I'm glad to see you're back to your old self. Old self? How could he tell such a bold-faced lie? She's basically a different person. She probably didn't have the illness when she was younger. As expected, you do recognize me. It's not even her! My lady. This is a seal I received from the omnipotent healer. As luck would have it, he arrived at the main hall a couple of days ago for my final treatment. Yo, she just like... Wouldn't we just... No! It was my play! How do you possess something so rare? Please use this to get your apprentice's arm treated. What? Why does she have that? A seal from the omnipotent healer? That was my play! God damn! Slave stealer! How dare you steal my slave? I mean my... No. I'm truly in awe of your generosity. How could I possibly repay you? Gumon bow and thank her this instant. There's no need. If this can reaffirm you and your apprentice's loyalty to the cult, then that's good enough for me. I, Galma Seo, the revered second, vow to serve Lady Rionha back as a new leader of the blood cult. But I'm over here! Please accept us with a generous heart. Seems like my master is about to kneel as well. It is right, the final victor will be Rionha Habag. Please wait, master. What do you think you're doing? It's not over yet. Master, please leave this to me. Praise be to the blood god. May the world run red with blood. I when we saw Prince of the Revered Fourth. Would like to challenge the lady to fight. He's challenging her and it's not her. Haha! This is genius! This is absolutely freaking genius! Like, what? No. But I'm over here. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm fighting your doppelganger. Which doesn't have a freaking chance in hell. You're challenging me? What is the meaning of this, sir? Am I not good enough for your hand in marriage? Huh. What? Do you truly wish to marry me? No, that's not it. Huh? I'm just following through with what you proposed before. If you can defeat me, you'll get what you wanted. Is there a reason for you to hesitate? I know why she's hesitating. She witnessed firsthand the result of my fight with Guillermo. Plus, there's no guarantee that the Phantom Eyes will work on her. However, as someone who's trying to become the leader of the cult, she can't go back on her words now. Fine, I accept your challenge. Tell me what it is that you want. Wait, is it her? She can read me so well. She went right to making a deal. I'm not quite sure that's correct. I guess we have no other choice since the ladies have already accepted the challenge. Esteemed elders, please seal their energy. We don't have much time. Hurry up and tell me. Me, the twins, as well as my master. Please grant us immunity under your name. Immunity, a pardon for whatever crimes we may commit within the cult. Might not be too useful now, but if she does become the leader of the cult, it'll be very handy later on down the line. For example, if something were to happen, we'd have to cut ties with the cult. Granting it to all of you is a bit much. I can promise immunity for you and Uncle Hai. Is that good enough for you? I'm sorry, Song twins. Yes, that works for me. By the way, you had the omnipotent healer seal. Oh, that was actually from my master. I mean, the 6 blood stars, she received it for finding the herb even though it wasn't fully grown. Huh? Don't misunderstand. I still plan on giving you the seal. My master will keep her word. So that was the seal that you promised to give me, huh? After all, that underground herb was also found by me, wasn't it? Seems that I was under the wrong impression that my seal would be a replacement for that one. And I unintentionally made it seem like I hid it from you. I apologize for that. Since I've already given that seal to someone else, I'll give you something equivalent in value. Seems that we were out of time. We can continue this conversation later. It seems that we are out of time. When we saw... That was unnecessarily painful. If you try using those phantom eyes on or any other trickery against the lady, even if your master tries to stop me, I'll have your head. What? I was just going to make her dance naked. You were what? No, don't think about her naked. Don't think about her naked dancing. Don't think it's funny. It is funny though. Fuck! Did you really fall for the young lady? You little punk. I don't know what you two were talking about, but I'm sure that someone as clever as you already know my stance on this. Regardless, I've already left it up to you, so I'll trust in your judgment. Now, if you're both ready, begin. But what? She closed her eyes to avoid meeting eyes with me. I already promised to not use it, but is she taking precautions just in case? How exhaustingly thorough. She is fast. If I'd been any slower, I would have been done for. Our next move will be... Did she just slap him? Yo, she just slapped my dude. Her next move will be... Ow! Don't have to embarrass me like that. That was like uncalled for. That was really uncalled for, you know that? What? What is this power? She looks so slender and frail on the outside, and yet the fact that her strikes are this painful means that with energy she's actually even stronger than this. Nice. Nice parry. You used your sword as support while falling backwards so that you could counterattack. I'm impressed, once again, by your quick wit. I just got lucky, my lady. Wow, he's refusing to back down from this fight. Could it be... Does he truly desire the young lady this much? Dude, oh my god! So ruin me, you evil man. Just the other day you were lusting after my body. Huh? Don't lose to someone like him, my lady. Whoa! A finger strike. A finger strike! Finger bang bang! I never noticed before, but her index finger is severely calloused. I've heard that finger strikes are much harder to learn than regular fist strikes. Mostly because there's a good chance you'll end up breaking your fingers while training. Yeah. If she's able to use this technique despite having her energy sealed, then it's probably not something the Blood Witch taught her. I've never seen such impressive finger strikes before. Could this be one of the Blood God's techniques? Yes, there's no doubt about it. So he's even trained to use his left hand as well. To think he'd use his dagger. Impressive. You still refuse to unsheathe your blade. I simply wanted to see if I could block your finger strikes without it, my lady. I'm sure she can understand what I mean by my words. Since we decided that I'd lose from the start, I simply wanted to experience the Blood God's techniques firsthand. You really are an interesting person, sir. This isn't going to be some beginner level technique, you better prepare yourself. Yeah, I can feel intense pressure from just her stance alone. I may have to use a Radiant Star swordsmanship. She ducked under it? From above? If I were to use Sodom here, I'd be able to nullify her attack, but I think it's about time we bring the little show to an end. Oh, this is gonna hurt, isn't it? Yes, it is. Result of the match, Rion Habak wins by knockout. Knockout! It's dark. Is he hanging upside down? Is it already nighttime? Someone's in the bed next to mine. That's her. No, Gyomwon Ho. Oh. Seems that omnipotent healer reattached his arm. Oh, my head. That's what I get for suppressing my inherent energy. It really got me good. Wunwei, are you awake? Sodom. Namshan, where are you guys? Under the bed. So that's where you two were. How long was I out for? Almost 6 hours, I think. Hey, guess what? We got to watch that healer guy reattach a guy's arm. Pretty impressive. It was so gross. He was reconnecting in one vein at a time, and yeah, I'm good on the details. What happened after I was knocked out? Things went exactly as you predicted. Akcheon has declared his loyalty to Rion Habak. So everything went according to plan. That's good. It's probably close to midnight now. I should head back to the guest house room. What's that dude doing there? Isn't that Yunja Go, or whatever his name was? Yeah, the second apprentice of Gal Maseo. What's he doing out by himself this late? He's making sure to avoid the guards as he's moving. That's suspicious. What do you think you're doing? Who are you? When we saw that thing you just threw into the air, what was it? That was scented tracking powder, wasn't it? What's that? It's a type of scented powder that can be detected from miles away. When you spread it into the air, it can be tracked down using specialized tools or trained hunting dogs. So he's a spy. There's a chance that he might be. Didn't anyone ever tell you that curiosity killed the cat? Sure, I've also been told that carelessness leads to an early death. Which one do you think you are? Seeing as you haven't blocked my escape path or attacked me again, I'm guessing you're here alone. You fool. You really think you can take me on by yourself? He's not falling for it. I guess he's not as simple as he looks. He's probably received proper spy training. if that's the case. He dodged that with ease. He's truly a skilled fighter. He thought a sneak attack like that would work on me. You and I are on a different level. But I'm sure you already knew that after our exchange earlier today. I'll just switch things up. At least put on your shoe before you talk. Were you so scared you even forgot to put your shoe back on before trying to flee? You dim-witted bastard. Just because you got lucky and defeated Gyamon with your trickery. You think that the same thing will work on me? Seems that you were trying to use the same spell on me by taunting me just now. But it won't work. No, I actually wasn't trying. Besides, it only works on the targets that are less powerful than you, right? What a shame for you. He seriously talks too much. Your thirst for glory got the better of you, and you foolishly came here alone. Is he going to like go on all fours and jump like a frog? Why do I feel like he's gonna go on all fours and jump like a frog? Toad face. You bastard! I'll cut you down where you stand. Well, that worked pretty well, don't you think? Don't you think? Eh? Eh? Huh? How? What the frickety frog is that? Seems that I'm stronger after all. So, what will you do now? Will you try to flee? Not at all. You can come at me all you like. I'll teach you just how big the gap between us is. Huh? What? Radiant Star Swordsmanship. First technique. What is it? Tiger Fang Slash. That's a technique that surpassed first-rate warriors. Bastard! You've been hiding your true skills! It's your own fault for thinking that I'm weaker than you. You know what they say. Always hide 30% of your true skills. If you want to stay alive, that is. You don't know the basic tenets of martial arts, wouldn't we? You're hiding at least 50% though. You think I'd let you get away? What is he up to? You should know that wouldn't work on me. It's a sneak attack! Dodge it! Huh. Throw me forward. I'm sure I threw them directly in his direction. Why hasn't he made a sound? Huh? Here! He's over here! I saw the blue sparks through the dust clouds. Thanks to Sodom, I know his exact location. Getsuga! Danger! Huh? Huh. Damn. How is he not, like, gone? You see, like, the damage to the ground or... You... Just what the hell are you? How did you manage to avoid my sneak attack through the dust? I have a third eye. But enough about that. It's time we finished this. Wouldn't you agree? He might try to run again, so you should take the initiative here. So he definitely killed the first apprentice. No. As a former spy, I know exactly what he's thinking. He only has two options. He either keeps running until the bitter end, or he takes his own life. Rather than die at the hands of someone like you, throw your sword away. Yeah. It wouldn't have worked during an actual fight, but because he is feeling cornered, a single moment of eye contact is all I needed. Let's see. Ah, here it is. What? What's that? A poison capsule. You hide it by tying it in a string to your molar. It's pretty standard for a spy. It's just as I predicted. Most spies prefer to slit their own throat, because having your insides melted by the poison capsule is a horrible way to go. Bastard, how did you know about the poison capsule? Would you understand even if I explain it to you more? Would you understand? Would you understand even if I explain it to you? More importantly, or you? It's more like you wouldn't understand. How does it feel to lose to someone you look down on? Take it. Take it. Huh? Ah. What's that sound? It means that the sentries of the valley detected something. It's all because of this fool. After all, he spread the scented tracking powder to give away our location. The valley's location was compromised in my previous life as well, but that didn't happen until much later. Before Galmaseo would have had no reason to be here. This is all because of the information that I leaked. Not to mention Yunja Agol would never have come here, and he wouldn't have been defeated by my hands. I probably also changed Gyumwon Ha's fate, since I'm guessing that he was killed by Yunja Agol in my previous life. Yeah, that makes sense. Too many things are changing. Way too quickly. Yeah, you are changing the future, which means your past knowledge is going to be less and less valuable. Regardless, I need to hurry. Hurry it up! Valley of Flesh and Blood main hall. Burn everything, then we're leaving. Master, I can't find that fool anywhere. He was still being treated. Where the hell did he go off to? I can't find Sir Yunja either. What a coincidence that the two of them would go missing at the same time. Master, you fool, where have you been this whole time? I apologize for being late. Let me put this bastard down and then I'll explain what happened. We don't have much time though. First, do you think he's the traitor? Just like, get him! What? But I'm saving. Shut up. We detected hundreds of enemies approaching the mountains, and also several scouts within the mountain ranges. So don't move a muscle. What? So don't move a muscle. It's time for you to explain yourself, sir. What are you talking about? I didn't do anything wrong. Where exactly did you sneak off to? It's already suspicious enough that you were missing as the alarms were raised, but you also returned with the revered second apprentice in this state. Why would I return with him in this state if I was the goddamn traitor? If you don't properly explain yourself, we will have no choice but restrain you before taking you with us. Please check the bottom of his left boot. His boot. This is as I suspected. It's scented tracking powder. What? I see, so that's how the enemy was able to determine our location. Scented what? Do you know what that is? No. And please take a look at this. That's... Seems to be a poison capsule. I found it tied to the bottom of his left molar. There should still be signs of it being tied there. There's no way that's true. My own apprentice? Esteemed Elder, I'm sorry to tell you this, but it seems that Sir Wunwei is telling the truth. After a while, the poison capsule as tied to your molar will start to leave an indent in your gums. Ow. Ow. So Yunja has that exact indent in his gums. This is undeniable proof. How do you know about such a thing? I spent half a year spying on the Warrior Federation for the cult in the past. I didn't know that Sangwon Gu worked as a spy before. How could this be? Thanks to that though, my credibility just shut up. Whoa! Yay me! Lower your weapons. Why is she blushing? But how is it that you know about all of these things? Items such as the scented tracking powder or the poison capsule aren't common knowledge. It's because I have previous experience, but I can't tell them that. Time to start lying! I read it in a book. I awoke late in the night and was about to make my way to the guest quarters. It was at that time that I witnessed Yunja go heading out somewhere. I thought it suspicious that he was purposely evading the sentries, so I chased after him. After traveling for some time, I saw him tossing that scented powder thing into the air. And that's when you ambushed him? That was reckless of you. Why not use your energy to shout and alert the sentries? If I did, he probably would have either fled or killed me. Oh. So you're saying that you managed to take him down? How's that possible? Saying that I took him down. Saying that I took down someone who's supposed to be more skilled than I am in a direct fight would be foolish. I didn't have much time, so I couldn't think of any other options. In all honesty, had I not caught him off guard as he was putting his boot bag on, I probably would have been killed. I made sure to stab him with sawed-on before bringing him here, so that I could use that as proof. No one can match you in slyness for sure. You really are something. You could have lost your life. That was a risky thing to do just for some glory. He says that, but his expression has softened up a bit. Maybe he's just proud of you. If it wasn't for you, we would never have discovered the spy in our midst, and he would have been accompanying us as we escaped. I truly am grateful for your work, Sir Winway. I guess I'll at least acknowledge that you have guts. I just did what was expected of me. It's just a coincidence, but it all worked out greatly in my favor. I cannot apologize enough, my lady. Because I failed to see his true nature, all of this is my fault. For these crimes. No, we don't have time to discuss such things right now, Uncle Seo. We need to focus on our escape. We can talk about how you'll atone for your mistakes once we're safe. Understood, my lady. I'm back, Master. Sure. You did great. If it wasn't for you, we would have had a spy tagging along with us. Is that why everyone's gathered there? Of course. But we couldn't just leave you or that bastard behind. What did he just do? He destroyed a spirit core. I didn't expect him to immediately destroy a spirit core like this. I guess it's a way of showing everyone that he's disowning him as an apprentice. This should be enough to satisfy Ryon Habag. Cut the tendons of his arms and legs as well. It's expected of someone who shares the same blood as the blood god. She ordered her own master to cut off her fingers, so of course she would show even less mercy to an enemy spy. Damn it, just when I was starting to enjoy our stay in the guest quarters. Don't worry, we have the mountains. What? Get a move on. As soon as we dealt with the spy problem, they almost immediately concluded planning our escape afterward. I guess they must have already been discussing it before I arrived. From what they've told me, it seems that we're not escaping just one location. Instead, we're splitting up into 3 groups and moving separately. Gollum Haseo will lead a small party and protect the omnipotent healer. Bak Hahan will escort imposter Ryon Habag and draw the enemy's attention away from us. And lastly, the Bloodlord and Ak Chion Hai will lead our group and protect the real Ryon Habag. We do have roughly half of the troops from the valley with us, but most of them are low-rank warriors or mid-rank initiates. They're not trained enough to be considered a fighting force, so we'll be the core of this operation. One of the masters under the Bloodlord's command, with the fastest feather step out of all of us, has been given the most dangerous task. He's covered himself in the scented tracking powder, and unless he has the luck of the heavens on his side, there's a good chance that he'll die. He's basically sacrificing himself, but there's no other choice. After all, we don't know anything about the enemy forces. If there's even a single legendary figure who's stronger than the revered 4 amongst them, we'll be in a heap of trouble. Someone like Gyunjin, the great conqueror king. So the plan is to make sure that at the very least some of us make it out alive. That's right. Even if we all fought as one unit, there's no guarantee that we should win in that scenario. We can only hope that the master will buy us some time as we make our way out of the valley. When we quietly bring 2 of the other masters forward with you. You really think those bastards will come this way? The intel could be wrong, you know. I was told that they have some powerful fighters in their ranks. Are you scared to fight them or something? Look at their headquarters, it's completely ablaze the moment they learned of our coming. They immediately burned everything and turned tail. They're probably just a bunch of 2nd or 3rd rate warriors. When you put it that way, it makes me feel at ease. Not to mention, we have that guy with us. He managed to reach the pinnacle of martial arts in just a few years. Showing everyone that he has the potential to become one of the greats. Who? And even has tracking abilities that rival those of hunting dogs. He's our ace. You flatter me, but I'll do my best to live up to everyone's expectations. Don't you worry about a thing. As long as it's not some top-tier warrior, there's no way they'll evade my detection or catch us by surprise. Yo, is he like behind him right now? It's just not possible. Unless they have some kind of... Yeah. Oh no. Poor dude. Oh, scheiße. Huh. If Uncle Ha and Lord Gu only took Sir Wunwei and 2 others with them, it must mean that there aren't too many enemies ahead of us. But staying in one place for too long is dangerous. Things aren't looking good for us. For all we know, we might still have an information leak. I want some too. Stop staring, you dummy. But I'm hungry. Uncle Ha, Sir Wunwei, please hurry back. Please hurry back. Behind us. When did I... Huh? Die. Oh! You better answer my questions. I promise you painless death if you do. With their numbers, it's hard to call this an ambush. It would be more accurate to call them a scouting party. A few moments earlier. I can hear the voices of the blades from here. Judging by the voice, it seems there are at least 5 of them. If we take into account people who fight using their fists or other weapons, there's a good chance there's more of them. 7 people are hiding behind the hill on the right. That means that 2 of them are using something other than blades. Seems that 1 of them is a top-rate warrior, the rest are first or second-rate. I'll deal with the top-rate warrior myself. I'll leave the rest to you. We can't waste too much time here. Eliminate them as quickly as you can. You're mine. The way he froze up tells me that he is second-rate. In my previous life, someone like him would have been hard to deal with, but not in this life. He's no match for the current me. Oh! I just had a great idea. First I'll incapacitate this guy and then... You can hear me, can't you? What? How is a human able to communicate with me? Isn't it obvious? It's because I can hear you. Really? You don't want your master to die here, right? Please don't kill him. I'll be lost if he were to die here. And tell me the identity of your master as well as the location of his comrades. No way, I can't tell you that. You're part of the blood cult, aren't you? I was told that the cult members are cruel and violent, so they must all be eradicated for the greater good. And I guess I have no choice. What do you think you're doing? I only cut his arm this time, but I'll slash his throat next. But what? Oh, how about I use you to kill him? Oh. I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. Please don't do this. Hey, that's a bit much, isn't it? That's the worst kind of humiliation a blade can suffer. I don't want to take things this far either. But I'm not in a position to worry about others right now. If I hesitate for even a moment, everyone will be put in danger. Did you find out anything from them? No, I'm sorry, Elder. He bit his own tongue. Seems he took a poison capsule. He's just like, I guess it can't be helped then. Hide the bodies as best as you can in the bushes and then we'll regroup with the others. I've managed to gather some information. What? These people are a part of the Heavenly Truth sect and the World's Edge faction. Those names, that means they're part of the Justice faction. I thought that you were just hesitating in taking his life. How'd you manage to get him to talk? I simply interrogated him. He's going to bleed out at this rate. Hey, you promised you'd save my master. I didn't know if there were other enemies around, so I used voice transmission to interrogate him. All it took was me telling him that we number in the hundreds and that he better start talking if he wants us to spare his comrades. Looks like I won't be able to keep my promise with the blade. Sir Wunwei, your wisdom never fails to impress. He was only a second-rate warrior, so he didn't know much, but according to him, there are a total of 7 factions working together, and there are several scouting parties scattered around this area, waiting to ambush us. There's certainly a problem, but the biggest obstacle is what's waiting for us at the end of this path. He told me that the leader of the World's Edge faction is combing the area, with 100 or so of his most skilled warriors. That's... we were so close now, the path is blocked. And we have no choice but to fight our way out. Elder, that's too dangerous. We risk them discovering the location of the young lady. Then what would you suggest, that we turn back? Oh no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just... I see him, the Elder, Bloodlord. May I make a suggestion? Master Gang Ilian. I want to make use of the cliff path that's next to us. Absolutely not. It's too steep and we'd be surrounded by cliffs on both sides. We can only move forward or back, which makes that path too dangerous. It's too high to jump down from, and the currents are too fast to guarantee our safety. But wouldn't the enemy not expect us to take such a dangerous path? What? They might not ever consider that we'd go through that path. Master Young, are you suggesting we gamble not just our own lives, but the life of the young lady as well? I also agree that Master Young's plan is too risky, but we don't have many options. We came too far to turn back now. Whether we decide to fight our way through or take the cliff path, we'll be facing danger either way. That sound, it came from where Uncle Ha and the others were headed. What's going on over there? To think that we left someone alive. Because of this mistake, we have even less time to decide. Where enemy reinforcements arrive, we must... They're already closing in on us. Now that the alarm has been raised, time is no longer a luxury that we have. We must make a decision. These sounds. 1, 8, 14, 32. Damn it, there's too many to count. We're taking the cliff path. Elder, we don't have time to argue. The enemies are already on their way. They're already on their way. My lady, seems that this is where we must part ways. What are you saying, Uncle Hai? A great number of enemies are pursuing after us right now. I'll have to take half of our forces and stop them here. The way he's talking, it seems there's a powerful foe amongst them. Must be the leader of the World's Edge faction. Please come back to me alive. You don't have to worry about the thing. I'll deal with the bastards and catch up with you soon. No matter what happens, the three of you must keep the young lady safe. And don't forget where our rendezvous point is. It's the place that Lord Munung Zhang scouted out beforehand. Understood, Master? Munui, take care of everyone while I'm gone. He's talking to me separately. You're the smartest one out of all of them. I know you'll do well, and that you'll help Lord Zhang with whatever he needs. He must have faith in me because of everything up to now. Please take care of yourself, Master. Human relationships sure are an interesting thing. No one could have guessed that I'd end up earning the trust of this wild old man. Worry about yourselves first. The strongest one out of the remaining forces besides Lord Zhang is you, Sir Wunwei. I'll also be going with the Elder. I entrust the young lady's safety to you. We lost a significant portion of our forces. We must hurry. And since Master Yang knows the path, he and I will be taking the lead. The rest will be focusing on keeping Irion Habak safe. Seems Akchion Ha is doing a good job of stopping the enemy forces from chasing after us. I can hear the voice of the blades again. They're coming from the direction we're heading. Doesn't seem to be as many of them as the enemies that were pursuing us earlier. Well, that's assuming there are only sword users, of course. We'll just stop here for now. Something wrong, Sir Wunwei. There are enemies ahead. Enemies? But I don't sense anything. Makes sense that someone of master rank like him can't detect them. They'll probably think that you've lost it if you tell them you can hear the voices of the blades, right? Of course they would. I'm certain of it. We should ask Lord Zhang to take the lead from here. No, Lord Zhang needs to stay back to protect the young lady. I don't know if you're right, but if you are, we need to take the lead and fight our way through. I didn't think that he'd be so against the idea. And we should at least prepare ourselves. Be more careful than I thought, although I suppose you have a point. I don't use weapons, so you should unsheathe your sword and use it to signal the others. Run our back, takes priority, sure. But if we're going to face the enemy in a narrow place like this, I feel like having our most powerful warriors at the front would be the better plan. Winwei. What is it? We should hurry, Sir Winwei. Any further delays could put us in danger. You just stab him. You're there. You see a white powder on my sheet by any chance? Yes, sir, I do. You better start talking if you value your life. Who are you? And what are you after? Well, what are you doing, Sir Winwei? Why did you put the scented tracking powder on me? When I raised Namshan earlier, he managed to spot the powder that was on me. If I couldn't speak to Blaze, I would have carried this scent on me without ever realizing it. I already confirmed it with the people behind me. Now start talking. It was so the others would be able to follow us. Don't bullshit me. If that was the case, then why did you do it without telling me? Is he working with Yunjago? The scent of the powder is slightly different. Well, I guess they could just be using different powders. Think Winwei, there must be something I'm missing. Now that I think about it, he was the one who kept insisting that we take this cliff path. We were in a dire situation and were forced to pick a path that had enemies waiting for us. Ah, I see now. That one guy was left alive and lured the enemy of our presence. That was your doing, wasn't it? They're over here! When it rains, it pours. I think there'd be enemies waiting for us. It's never easy, is it? And now I'm put in a position where I have to lead everyone. Sir Winwei, what's going on? There's an ambush awaiting us ahead. An ambush? But how did the enemy find out, and why did you kill Master Young? Oh. It was a spy. Master Young was a spy? He was the one who put the scented tracking powder on my sheath. If I'm unable to detect them, then the enemy is far enough away that we can just talk normally. Voice transmission is a hassle. The scent is a bit different. I could tell because of my training as a spy, but could it be that she's just sensitive to smells? Now that we've confirmed all of that, this sheet no longer has any use. I have to get rid of it since it still has the powder on it. I'll get you a new one, that's just like it. Even though it's been with me all this time, I'll get you a new one. Don't you worry, you'll get a new, brand new one. We don't have much time, we need to retreat, young sir. Master Young wasn't a spy. Oh no, I suppose it's right to say that he was. What does she mean by that? Oh, I see. He was a spy for the other... her sister, probably. But he also was one. I'm sorry for confusing you. It seems that my sister... Yeah, these are auras. The enemy is approaching. We need to retreat. Please move back to the center of our forces, my lady. The voices of the blade are getting louder and louder. There they are. All high-rank warriors come forward to engage the enemy. Please get back, my lady, quickly. The enemy's upon us. Watch out for the enemy spears. Does that mean those are blood cult factions? I'm still unsure about this. I'm simply following your will, my lady. I suppose I should have expected as much insight from someone who declared himself a strategist. As you may know, you currently have the support of the Revered First as well as I and the other Blood Stars, my lady. Whereas she only has the support of the 3rd and 6th Blood Stars. We can just deal with those two once we re-establish the cult. You're right about that, I suppose. But you remember what I told you before? Don't give them an inch, was it? Yes, don't forget that she shares the same blood as you. Any sort of ground you give could lead to great consequences later on. The Revered Second may be receptive to us now, but he could very well change his mind if he were to talk to her in person. If the Revered Fourth were to also join her side, she would have almost as much support as you do. Yes, And that's why we started making our move before any of the Revered Four could join her side. In all honesty, I prefer it if we could stomp out any hopes that she might have by having the Revered Force join our cause. But how would we ever convince that violent geezer to work with us? He even ignored all of our requests to meet with him. Yes, but that was before he had something to lose. I see. You want to kidnap Wunwi. You want to kidnap Wunwi, huh? Dude, Wunwi should not be taken down by a few high ranks. Loja! His power. A single spear was enough to take down a lord and 2 masters. Taking down multiple skilled warriors in a single spear toss. His skill and power are ridiculous. The one who threw the spear is the one in the back. He must be around a blood star or higher in terms of power. Oh shit. I guess I'll have to fight like my life depends on it. If I do that, it might buy Rion Habak enough time to escape. Just run, you dummy! Why the hell are you so concerned about the others right now? Alright, I got lost in the moment and thought that I was die-hard loyal to the blood cult. I need to put myself first. What if I were to jump into the water? We're too high up, so my chances of survival will be very low, but at least it's not 0. Which one of you is Riona Bai? If she's not among you, then we will kill everyone here. If she is, then hand her over. If you do, we may consider letting you live. Judging by her expressions, it seems that she is here. This prediction was spot on. I'll hand her over. What do you do? Oh, seems like Lord Zhang is also determined to fight to the death. We're all going to die at this rate. My lord. I'll buy you all some time. Take the young lady and flee while you still can. Thanks, sir. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? It's fine. If things get too dicey, I'll just jump into the water. Yo, him against all of them, and one of them is basically a blood star. If not, if they are in the blood star, maybe. We don't have time for this. If you don't want to die, then you guys don't seem to be part of the Warrior Federation. Why are you attacking us like this? Not part of the Warrior Federation. What did you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. We are part of the Warrior Federation. Then why are you saying that you'll let us live if we hand over Rion Habak? Something doesn't add up. The goal of the Warrior Federation is to wipe out the Blood Cult, is it not? And yet, you're only after a single top figure of the Blood Cult. Does that really make sense to you? Enough of your nonsense. We have several members of the Federation spread around this mountain. Did you not value your life? If that's the case, then why are you in such a hurry? We had someone in our group who was very insistent on taking this path. But it turned out that he was a spy and he had placed scented tracking powder on me. The thing is though, this scent is a little different from the one used by those who are pursuing us right now. That spy was one of your people, wasn't he? I guess there's no need to hide it any longer. Well, since you know that we have spies in your midst, then you should already know that we can track down Rion Habak whenever we please, don't you? Thank you for confirming my theory. Huh? Now I know for a fact that you don't have any more spies in our group. I thank you for your cooperation. If you did, that spy would have already told you which one of us is Rion Habak. Though through voice transmission. This bastard is just stalling for time. Kill him first. Did Lady Hyang Bak push up to this? Or was it one of the people backing her? Lady Hyang Bak. What? Then they're fellow cult members? Kill him already. My inherent energy, I can catch something like this with ease. I believe this belongs to you. Yo, he's just like... Everyone run! And now it's every person for themselves. It's the only way to survive. And here I thought you were just a first rate. To think you'd be able to catch my spear. You've impressed me. But now I have more of a reason to not let you live. Damn, maybe I shouldn't have stepped in. Should I have focused on saving myself instead? Yo, is he going to get saved by Rihanna? The spear stopped. Not bad for a brat. Huh? His voice. Did it reach second? But how? Thank you, young sir. Rihanna back. Why didn't she flee? Thanks to you, we were able to confirm that there aren't any more spies for us to worry about. You ate jerky earlier, didn't you? Even the Blood Witch is here. I see. She was tricking even her own allies this whole time. I risked my life for this, you know. My life! To think that we planned to split up was all a ruse? Damn. We've been deceived. No one told us that the Revere's second had chosen to back Rihanna back. Well, our victory is no longer secured. Now that the 6 Blood Star and the Revere's second are here. I feel like it's the other way around, like you're fucked. We're retreating. What you meant? Oh, he's like, who said you could leave? You just got her here, didn't you? Unpredictable beast. Did you really think you could delay me with this weakling? Huh. Yo, they fucked up. Now, to those of you who wish to get past me, give it your best shot. The cost to leave this place is your head. With his bare hand? Oh my god, he about to like Hulk smash. He about to low. Ah, weak. I grow bored of you. Losing one of their comrades is making them all hesitate. Step forward. It truly is a beast. Out of my way. I'll take him on. Unpredictable beast. You truly live up to your reputation. I was always annoyed that I would be compared to you. That's my chance to... You talk too much. Such impatience. Dude, if he doesn't like own him, would be fun. You truly are stronger than me. However, there's sure to be a limit to how much you can enhance your body. Yo, did he just What? Nah. Nah. What? The technique? Uppercut. No. That did nothing. That masked fighter is pretty skilled in his own right, but he's definitely no match for Akachi on high. Is that all you got? I can't take my eyes off their fight. How did the swordsman of the southern skies not lose a single match against him? Who can say? I will say though, my former owner may not be able to handle Akachi on high in his current state. That technique he just used seemed simple, but there was a high level of skill mixed in behind it. He's gotten stronger since I last saw him. Even the Revere's second is complimenting him. What is this? It's just a simple compliment towards my master yet. Why do I feel a sense of pride right now? Yo, he... Turning it around. The enemy seems to be wavering. May I make a suggestion? If you were sent by my sister, I can't overlook this transgression. However, if you surrender now and tell me who ordered this attack, I will guarantee your safety. She's asking for their surrender, as if she'd been preparing for this the whole time. She truly is clever. I'm sure that she's also the one who came up with this trap in the first place. You think so? Yeah, a trap that tricked even her own allies. It makes sense, since there was no way of knowing who was a spy. She knew that her sister would use this opportunity to make a move and set a trap for her. These sisters are amazing. But that other woman seemed like the type to use force to overcome everything. She didn't seem like the scheming type. That's exactly it. There's probably someone else who's working as her strategist from behind the scenes. And then Jan Habak is trying to figure out who it is. She would have more justification to go after that person rather than someone blood related. Wow, you know what? You were also pretty incredible for figuring all of that out on your own. This is nothing. Anyone could have put all this together if they had their information. Jeez, learn to take a compliment. This is your last chance. If you do not surrender, only death awaits you. You dare look down on us? Arrogant bastards, we'll see who's left standing. Seems that diplomacy is out of the question. I suggest that we deal with them quickly and capture a few of them alive. Get Sir, 6 Bloodstar protect the young lady. As you command. I'll handle their leader myself. Someone hand me a blade. Not bad. Judging by his expression, he's not too fond of it. It's probably because it's different from his usual blade, but only an unskilled craftsman blames his tools. All warriors, follow my lead. Cut them down. Alright, let's play. Now it's my turn to step up. Now it is my turn to step in. Slay them all. Slay them. They use more than 10 techniques in an instant. A duel at the highest level of skill. Duh! I wish I could just sit here and watch, but we need to deal with the enemy as quickly as possible. Intense battles like these are the best time to bring out my true skill. I'll deal with the weaklings first. These two are stronger than their first rates, but they're still not on my level. This bastard, he's purposely avoiding us and targeting the second rates or lower. Watch out for the one with the scar on his face. How is he still so strong when he's wounded? As expected of Lord Jiang, he truly is one of the greatest warriors of all time. He's overwhelming other powerful warriors with just his bare hands. Kill the bastard with the rusted sword. Oh, they noticed me. I guess I overdid it. I was hoping that I wouldn't stand out. I guess I have no choice. Radiant Star Swordsmanship. Fort Technique. Rising Dragon Slash. This kid. Are you sure you can afford to be distracted? What? Yo, his technique's just like flying in with his... I call this rocket. Rocket technique 1. Sir Bunway, I'm here to help. What the hell? Sir Bunway, I'm here to help. Huh. There are only around 10 left now, huh? Don't let your guard down. The ones that are still alive are first rates. Amazing. I guess it's not a revered 4 in title only. His opponent is barely able to block his attack. That's enough from you. You should worry about yourself first. What? Bang! What? Ah! You're finished. Is that what you think? You. Huh? What happened? If I'm going to die here, I'll at least take one of you with me. Not on my watch. Seriously? You're coming after me in a situation like this? Yo, he's even about to throw me in the water. Unfortunately for you, it doesn't matter how skilled you are. You won't be able to stop this with your bare hands. Spinning blade of Pacifica. Of Pacifica. Of pacification. This rusty blade. He got stabbed on purpose. You must be Wunwei Saw, unpredictable beast apprentice. You'll have to pay for getting in our way. This bastard. It wasn't that he switched targets from Riona back to me. You're coming with me. He was after me from the beginning. No! Sir Wunwei! Wunwei, get a hold of yourself. You better not lose us. What about me too, you damn blades? I won't. The real problem is this powerful current. Damn it, I can't stay above the water. At this rate, I'll get swept under it. What the hell just happened? Did you get saved by that dude or someone on top? Who could have saved me in such a dire moment? Thank you for saving me. What? What is this monster? Oh my god! Thanks for what? I guess I can't. I guess I won't be saying thank you anymore. What the actual fuck? The actual friggin' what? What is that thing? Thank you for saving me. You're missing an arm, dude. When we look down, we're in danger. We should leave quickly. These are human skeletons. You might get eaten, you know. Tasty. Shit. Are you kidding me? Huh? He stopped my sneak attack with his bare hand. Meat and juicy. Even though I put my inherent energy into it. Does he have legs? What the fuck? Huh? What is this? Oh, thread. How long has this string been wrapped around my arm? When we cut it, I can't. Even though I put my energy into it. How is such a thin string this sturdy? I don't feel like it's gonna learn that string technique. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. He's eating you, bruh. He twisted my wrist so hard I think he might be broken. Stop resisting, you meat. Damn it. Am I really going to end up being a meal for this monster? Run away! That was. It's the old man. You useless apprentice. Is he looking for me? I need to let him know where I am. Master! Run away. Hey, wake up. Wake up, damn it. So loud. How long have I been out? You're finally awake. Don't open your eyes. That monster started behaving weirdly after you passed out. He carried you further into the cave, just sat down in the corner, and has been trembling this whole time. Even now. Yeah, it's been like that for almost a half the day. It's sort of been half a day. Let's assess the situation. The monster only has his left arm, but he's incredibly skilled. It's hard to say for certain, but if he was normal, he might be around the same level as Akchi on high. Wait. What about the old man? Is he still looking for me? Please don't be disheartened. He shouted for you a few times earlier, but I haven't heard him since. I guess I'll have to handle this on my own then. I've already experienced death and despair before. I can figure out a way out of this. It should be easy. That monster seems to have lost its mind. His speech pattern was a mess, and simple shouts from outside made him panic. Plus, someone as skilled as him should have had the foresight to seal my energy, but he didn't. He's starting to move when we hungry. It's because he has no legs. I can hear him dragging himself towards me. It's creeping me out. I've never experienced something so eerie before. Oh my god. Now, I'll draw out as much inherent energy as I can and go for his ribs. He blocked it. He blocked it. Luckily, I expected that to happen. I'll go right for his forehead. When we over here? The fuck? When we over here? Oh, the blade. Oh, I was like, what the fuck? When we over here? Oh, I thought that was a shadow. So I thought it was. I thought it was Akchion at first. What the fuck? He blocked with a string? Damn it. Who are you? How do you know how to use inherent energy? Wait, that blade. That's the sword of the southern skies. What, he recognizes Namshion? Maybe we can finally have a conversation. I'm the swordsman of the southern skies successor. What? The bastard successor? Bastard, were they enemies? And I might still be in danger. Is it over for me? Is he crying? What? Is he crying? Oh, so very strange. This must be fate. Sir, I have no clue what you're talking about. Could you at least tell me your name? My name is Ji Sung Han. Ji Sung Han. I feel like I've heard that name before. Ji Sung Han. How is he still alive? Wait, this man is the king of the flying blade. The king of that legendary... The king of the... Of that legendary assassin? Yes, at one point he was a legendary assassin. And after my previous owner was defeated by the golden-eyed man, he was the one who showed up to steal my owner's techniques. Huh. Ji Sung Han, the king of the flying blade. Successor of the swordsman of the southern skies. Please allow me to repay a debt. Wait, this man is a coward who stabs people in the back. Do not trust him. I don't have much time left. Sir, what are you talking about? I will first repay my debt. Oh, is he going to give him a technique? I will repay this debt even if you resist. The blood vessel in your forehead is the best place for inherent energy to travel through. Focus. Focus, what is he? This is inherent energy. Yo, is he giving him like so much inherent energy right now? Dude! Dude! Ji Sung Han, the king of the flying blade. A legendary assassin who soared far above his peers. Despite being an assassin, he was better known for his extraordinary martial arts. What made him famous, however, was actually a failed assassination. He boldly, maybe even foolishly, attempted to take the life of Akchion, of Gyunjin, the great conqueror king. Oh, I thought it was Akchion. And yet, after exchanging almost 10 techniques back and forth, he still managed to leave in one piece. This one story was enough to grant him the title of the king of assassins. A person like him reaching for my head made me think that I was done for, but to think that he'd instead transfer inherent energy to me. Interesting. His inherent energy is very similar to my own. There's no doubt about it. Ji Sung Han has also mastered the same technique. Thanks to that, very little of the energy is being wasted. Do not let yourself be deceived by its perceived complexity. See through it and open your eyes to the truth. The Radiant Star techniques are all coming together in my mind. I didn't just gain inherent energy, I feel like I've somehow transcended. It means you managed to reach the 5th stage of martial arts. Even with a large amount of inherent energy, it's very difficult to reach higher than the 4th stage without a sort of awakening. I managed to awaken thanks to Ji Sung Han's words, but my mid-spirit core now has more than 60 years worth of energy as well. How much more is that than they already had? That's awesome! This laid a foundation for you to eventually reach the 6th stage through further studies and awakenings. Congratulations, Wunmi. They had a smile upon you this day. If I go one stage higher, I'll be on the same level as the swordsman of the southern skies. Already? Dude, you've been training for a year! He's been training for a little over a year! I feel like I should bow and show respect to Ji Sang Han, but how long has he been sitting there like this? He's dead, probably. He gave his life for it. Maybe he died after giving you all that inherent energy. He deserves to die. He deserves that whatever divine punishment awaits him. What happened to you do? He stole the techniques. 15 years ago. The king of the flying blades suddenly began to target my former master. I don't know who hired him, but my former master proved to be a difficult target for Ji Sang Han. Unfortunately, he suffered defeat at the hands of the golden-eyed man. And was on the verge of death after sustaining severe injuries. Yeah, he killed him. While my former master was barely clinging to life, Ji Sang Han appeared before him. He was easy prey in his condition. It was a golden opportunity for Ji Sang Han. It was then that he made a proposition to my former master. He said that since my former master was about to die, he might as well hand over his martial arts techniques. My former master was weakened and tempted by his words. He'd always wanted someone to succeed him after all. He said he would teach Ji Sang Han if he promised to pass down the techniques under the name of the swordsman of the southern skies to worthy successor. Once he received all the techniques that my former master had to offer, he quickly changed his mind. Fearing that the luck of the heavens might save my former master Ji Sang Han, broke both of his legs. Huh. And it was at that, and it was at this moment. The golden-eyed man appeared once again. He ignored Ji Sang Han, who was standing in front of him. All he could see were the broken legs of my former master. Now that he had the techniques of the swordsman of the southern skies, Ji Sang Han had nothing to fear. He would manage to trade blows against the great conqueror king after all. He was confident he could escape. Until he lost both his legs to a single strike, that is. Oh. The golden-eyed man then destroyed Ji Sang Han's spirit core and threw him into the valley. I never imagined for a moment that he would still be alive. It's also strange. Back then I thought he would have died. And I wanted him to die. But one way, now I no longer know what to do. I understand how he feels. He resents Ji Sang Han for what he did to his former master, but he also saved me. His current master and even presented me with this great opportunity. How long have I just been sitting here? Has he finally come to? Do not thank me for this, I was simply repaying a debt, I say. But sir, why is it that you've been here all this time? There's no need for you to know, simply a matter of me paying for my greed. More importantly, there's something I wish to ask of you. What is your request? As a successor to the swordsman of the southern skies, I'm certain that you walk the path of righteousness, and also follow a faith. I'm part of the blood cult though. I think I'm actually closer to the opposite of that right now. It's nothing too difficult. I've forgotten how long I've been in this place. Trying to survive in this cave with no legs has been excruciating. I couldn't resist my hunger and eventually cut off and ate one of my arms. You can't imagine the loneliness and suffering I've experienced. It's enough to eat away at a person's soul to an extreme degree. I desperately did everything I could to live. In the end, it took a great toll on my mind. It was only for a moment at first, but little by little, the entire day, 2 days, and eventually 5 days and longer. At this point, I no longer know which side of myself is the real me. Does he want you to kill him? I don't know when I will fully lose my mind. That's why I want to ask you for this one thing. Kill me. I will teach you everything I know. I will teach you my flying shadow blade technique. Please pass this down to my son. Doesn't this seem like he's testing you? Testing me. To see if the successor of the swordsman of the southern skies will make the same decision that he did. Even if this is a test, there's no need to think too hard about it. If it's going to help me in the end, I'll take it. However, I also wish to protect the honor of my master, the swordsman of the southern skies. You've already given me so much, but if you teach me, I promise to pass this on to your son. I see. Thank you. Here, I'll teach you everything I know. Wait, is this really necessary? To make use of the silver thread? He said that I have to use a throwing knife or dagger. Yeah, I get that, but... Good. You're secured to the cliff wall. Now let's Spider-Man it. What? Let's fly. Now, I use some inherent energy like this, and the silver thread will pull me along to where Sodom is. Successor of the Swordman of the Southern Skies. I have one last thing to tell you. I do not have a son. I simply wanted to test you one last time. These techniques no longer belongs to me. It's all yours to have. If they were to be lost, that would simply be karma. I'm sorry, sir. The waterfall is making it difficult for me to hear you. I have people who are waiting for me, so I must be on my way. Even though I'm a monster who harmed his master, stole his techniques, and even tried to eat him. Despite all that, he still let me keep my honor because I saved his life. Damn. Even though I'm a monster who harmed his master, stole his techniques, and even tried to eat him. Despite all that, he still let me keep my honor because I saved his life. Damn. Swordsman of the Southern Skies, you have a truly great successor. His eyes remind me of yours. Even in the end, I can't find comfort or peace. Damn. Kill himself. But I thank you. Thanks to you, I can rest my eyes in these final moments as a human being. I'm so dizzy. Blech. Not bad. With this technique, he could have easily gotten out of that cave if he still had his limbs. I'm not so sure, even though his madness... even through his madness, he was still terrified by just voices coming from outside his cave. That's true. I wonder what could have instilled such fear in him. Whatever the case, now that we're outside, we can climb up normally, as we always do. You're not wrong, but I don't see why we should. Yoshi buddy gets so nauseous. You bastard! Hang in there, Sodom. We should hurry. I have somewhere to be, after all. Boom. Okay, we've been reading for a long time, and that is because I'm freaking loving this series right now. It's getting better and better, honestly. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I do. The first video didn't do that well, but the second one suddenly did well. It did horribly in the beginning, but then it suddenly soared up. So I hope this one will do the same, or just do well in general. But yeah, I really want to continue this, so please like the video. Please get it training. Please send it to your friends. Get more people to know about this series as well. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. If you want more content, there's always Patreon and YouTube members, links in the description. And for you to get notified, you will need to subscribe and put all notifications on. And that might not even work, so you should also join Discord in the description. There you will get notified. Should at least. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye bye.